Welcome to the Gopher Pregame Show, presented by Minnesota Soybean.
From historic Williams Arena, Golden Gopher basketball is on the air. For the second straight home game, the University of Minnesota is hosting a Big Ten newcomer from the Pacific Northwest. A week after hosting 15th ranked Oregon for the first time ever in a conference game, the Golden Gophers today are welcoming the University of Washington to the barn as part of big-time Big Ten basketball. Along with former Gopher point guard Al Nolan, I'm Mike Grimm. Jared Wells is our game site engineer, and Connor Bonchowski is our Gopher Radio Network producer. We're reporting, as we always do, from our familiar second deck perch here at the barn on the Minnesota Soybean pregame show. The Gophers are now 11-10. They have their impressive three-game winning streak come to an end with a Tuesday loss at 7th-ranked Michigan State. That dropped them to 3-7 in the Big Ten, but they're still feeling good about how they're playing and a chance today to get back on the winning track in another Saturday home tilt. Washington enters play today at 10-10 overall, just 1-8 in the Big Ten, and like Minnesota, has played a bunch of the top teams in the league. The visiting Huskies have had a full week off after losing last Friday to UCLA by only 5 points. They have one of the better players in the conference. They'll be ready today here in Minneapolis. The Golden Gophers are a 5-point favorite today, and Al Nolan, great to see you. My voice will hopefully hold out here for the next 3 hours. If not, it's all on you, big boy.
Right.
Tell us two things to know.
Great to see you as well, Mike. Hope you get better soon. Well, you know, in the previous games when we've been on our winning streak, our front court has really come out and given us a lot of energy. Garcia's had his 6 20-point game. Fox had his first double-double in his career against Oregon. So I expect those guys to really come out and be physical early and often play with a lot of energy. And then also Patterson got in foul trouble early against Michigan State, which I think, really hindered our ability on the offensive end in the first half. In that game. So look for him to come out and look to have a big game. But with it being early, the Gophers just really need to be active, have that energy, and try to get, put Washington in the dirt as soon as possible.
No doubt about it. He is Al Nolan. We'll have more from him as the broadcast moves forward. Coming up on the Minnesota Soybean Golden Gopher pregame show, we'll hear from Minnesota head coach Ben Johnson. We'll hear from Washington head coach Danny Sprinkle. He'll give us a scouting report on the Huskies. We'll take a look at the Big Ten schedule this Saturday and more. It is Saturday morning college basketball here at Williams Arena. Hey, it's 8:30 in Seattle, home of the Huskies. They're on their clock. Gophers on an early morning clock as well. It should be a fun one, and where else would you rather be? It's Minnesota and Washington. We're thrilled you're with us here on the Gopher Radio Network. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Ben Johnson. He appears courtesy of Western National Insurance. At Western National, nice is a little word that does big things for everyone. Ask your independent agent today for Western National and experience the power of nice. Tip-off 30 minutes away. Don't you go away. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Gopher fans, this is Mike Grimm. As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go feel like a breeze in the new Ford Explorer. Make tough tasks look easy with the powerful performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Or take your adventures in the great outdoors to a whole new level with our Built Wild family of Ford Broncos. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait, get behind the wheel of a new Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. See Home Club for details.
cheering on the Gophers has never been so easy. Shop the Cub Bakery for festive cakes, cookies, and cupcakes dressed up in Gopher gear. Pro tip, pre-order online at Cub.com, drop in your local Cub, or order directly on the phone and we'll have it ready for you. Cub, the official grocer of Gopher Athletics and the exclusive home of the Gopher Athletics Baked Treats.
Welcome back to the Golden Gopher pregame show. Minnesota and Washington here Saturday morning college basketball. Mike Grimm with you along with the head coach Ben Johnson. And before we get to this one today, let's look back quickly. I know we talked a lot about it on the coach's show, the Tuesday night game out in East Lansing. What do you guys take from that one as you now try to get back on track today?
I think the biggest lesson learned is just the defensive physicality and intensity and togetherness, toughness that we need to steal from Michigan State, and that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. If we can do that, then that's a big win for us. I think it's also understanding the more you win, the harder it is to continue winning because teams are going to be more turned up for you. The respect factor goes up when you play well. So, expect to get on a roll these last, 10 games, last half of the Big Ten season. And if we can take those two lessons, I think it'll help us be successful. Certainly nothing is easy in this league. And I know Michigan State had some travel problems at Rutgers. You guys had a couple of issues getting back a day late. Washington's playing at 9 o'clock their time today. How do teams handle part of that now, and how do you, if at all, discuss that with your team? Yeah, I think sometimes the less of a deal you make of it, the more, the better it is. Travel issues happen. It is what it is. Again, Michigan State had issues at Rutgers, came out, kicked our butts. So hopefully maybe that's a positive omen. But no, I think, guys are resilient. They don't really complain about it. You get back to your work and you move forward. Mentioned it's 9 a.m. for them, 11 a.m. for you, earliest tip of the year. Guys had to get up a little earlier, I suppose, today. So is that anything you talk about? No, I mean, the good thing about that is, just with our normal routine during the academic year, whether it's breakfast or class or morning workouts, guys are normally up by this time, and that part is actually a 9. We got some morning guys, so it's a non-factor. It's more about now just rules of engagement early. It's one thing to practice early or to work out early, to shoot early, but to get your mind ready to compete at this time and really put forth that effort and set the tone early is what I'm worried about. After not having a lot of Saturday games here much of the year, you got back-to-back ones. Last week was such a fun day here at Williams Arena with the win over Oregon. How important is it to, one, protect home court, but two, get this crowd behind you again? Yeah, it's everything. I think that was obviously one of the things at Michigan State. I mean, that place was electric. The crowd was into it from start to finish, and you could feel that just resonate with the team. And just like us, here, Michigan and Oregon, I mean, the crowd was in it from the jump. We did our job and gave them a reason to, especially in the Oregon game, to get out to a great start, but they carried us. And so now the challenge is to win the third game in a row at home, to try to win 4 out of 5. And, we need the crowd to do that. All right, we'll take a break. We'll have more. Ben Johnson, sponsored by Western National Insurance. Stay with us. This is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
This season, Minnesota soybean farmers are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing soy checkoff dollars into soy foam, a bio-based fire suppressant made with soy flour and 0 PFAS chemicals or forever chemicals. We can't lose when farmers are protecting the environment and fire responders while also growing demand for soy. Learn how the soy checkoff protects Minnesotans' own court and scores buckets for the economy by visiting mnsoybean.org.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Affinity Plus is once again showing their love to Gopher fans leading up to Valentine's Day this year. From February 1st through the 14th, you can register daily for your chance to win $3,000 worth of awesome prizes. Every day features a new prize up for grabs, including Gopher basketball and hockey tickets, concert tickets at the Fillmore, gift cards, and a lot more. Visit gophersports.com/Affinity Plus each day, February 1st through the 14th. That's your chance to win a new prize. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics, federally insured by NCUA.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Hey Gopher fans, Truestone Financial is proud to present Coming Home. This year we'll once again welcome some of the greatest Gopher student athletes back to campus. It's the homecoming we can all celebrate thanks to your neighborhood credit union, Truestone Financial. From unforgettable plays to championship victories, these alumni have left an indelible mark on Gopher athletics. To learn more, visit gophersports.com/cominghome. Truestone Financial, proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
This is Mike Grimm for Washburn-McCreevy Funeral Chapels and Cremation Services with 18 Twin Cities locations. Washburn-McCreevy is celebrating more than 165 years of serving Minnesota. When the time comes to remember a loved one and to celebrate life, let Washburn-McCreevy guide you. Go to washburnmccreevy.com to find out more. Since 1857, Washburn-McCreevy and the Golden Gophers, proud of the tradition they've established.
More with Ben Johnson, sponsored by Western National Insurance. Let's talk about this Washington Huskies team, and they come in a bit of a rebuild mode with first-year coach Danny Sprinkle. What do you see from their roster?
Yeah, I think they're very similar to us a couple weeks ago. I think they're definitely better than their record. They've played the toughest conference schedule up to date. So they've been tested, they've been challenged, had a really good win versus a really good Maryland team, was close versus UCLA. So, you could throw the record out. They've gotten better each and every game. They're long, they're athletic. They just got a 7-footer back healthy now who's changes what they do, especially defensively. They've got a all-league center that's really good that we got to make sure we do a great job on, and so it's going to be a challenge. I mean, they play extremely hard. We got to match their intensity. We got to again set the tone early and establish that home court presence.
Stylistically, what can fans expect from the Huskies?
They don't shoot it great. They take threes, but we got to force them to continue to miss threes. But they drive it well. They play inside out with their two bigs. They try to live in the paint. Defensively is where they cause a lot of havoc. They got really good size, good length. They'll press up. They don't press, but they play a 1-3-1 half court to try to create turnovers. So it's an athletic team. I don't know how much they'll try to get up and down because they'll try to limit some possessions a little bit. But we got to make sure we do a great job of keeping them out of the paint, keep them out of the post.
You and Danny Sprinkle go back a few years, it sounds like. In fact, you told us on the coaches show you used to vacation together out in California.
Yeah, well, not together. We were in the same area.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we go
hang out.
We would hang out. Yeah. We have very mutual friends. But yeah, no, we've known each other for a long time. Back to when we were both getting into this industry as assistants, and a guy that I've continued to watch and grow. Has done a great job everywhere he's been, grinds it. Have a lot of respect for him, and he's going to definitely get Washington turned around just a matter of time. So we're not going to take him lightly at all today, and we're not going to hold back at all today. But he's a good dude.
You also told us on the coaches show this week that he and you were the finalists for the Montana State job. He played there, so he aced you out.
Yeah, no, he should have got it. He was deserving. He's from there. He obviously did a great job. It's just funny how kind of the world works. He was expected to be that coach, and you could see once he got his opportunity what he did with it and took that program to new heights and was able to get the Utah State job, which he absolutely killed it, and now he's at Washington. So just excited for him. When you see a guy that you truly know and consider a friend, have success and do it the right way, it's cool to see.
Sounds too like he helped get you connected with your new trainer for this year.
He did, yeah. Jimmy worked for him, and when we had an open position, he was the first guy called, and he raved about him, absolutely raved about him. Would have taken him to Washington if he could have. And so he stamped it, and obviously I trust him. So we got two guys that know him pretty well, and we try to just tell the team just kind of who he is and how he is as a coach, like his approach. And again, I know they've had a week off and they've been grinding hard. And so it's going to be a team that's going to be really ready and aggressive. And they're going to probably expect to win. And so we've got to come in here and realize that every team in our league preseason was picked ahead of us, and we got to play with that chip on our shoulder.
Very good. Go get one today.
All right, let's do it.
All right, there he is, the head coach, Ben Johnson, sponsored by Western National Insurance. This is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Playing the Minnesota Lottery is exciting, so here to tell you all about it is me. And to make it more exciting, I'll be using my movie trailer voice.
In a world where we all crave more play in our day, one woman's journey leads her to the convenience store. Coming this year, scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery. And you're gonna wanna play, because anything can happen when you say, I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
You depend on CenterPoint Energy to deliver energy for what matters most to you, your neighbors, and throughout the land of 10,000 lakes, so we can all make a better tomorrow. That's why we're investing in the latest technology to reduce emissions, offer rebates on qualifying energy-efficient natural gas equipment, and provide energy-saving programs that help save you money. Look ahead at centerpointenergy.com/futuremn.
Gopher fans, the 15th annual Goldies Run presented by Abbott is happening on Sunday, April 6th at Huntington Bank Stadium. Each year for the past 14 years, participants have run, walked, and enjoyed the very best in springtime running in the Twin Cities, including a memorable finish on the 50-yard line of Huntington Bank Stadium. New this year, in addition to a 5K, a 10-mile, and a kids run, is a 10K run. Truly something for everyone. Go to goldiesrun.com for information and to register. This is the event people come back for every spring. Goldies Run presented by Abbott. See you at the start line.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Affinity Plus is once again showing their love to Gopher fans leading up to Valentine's Day this year. From February 1st through the 14th, you can register daily for your chance to win $3,000 worth of awesome prizes. Every day features a new prize up for grabs, including Gopher basketball and hockey tickets, concert tickets at the Fillmore, gift cards, and a lot more. Visit gophersports.com/Affinity Plus each day, February 1st through the 14th. That's your chance to win a new prize. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics, federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to the Golden Gopher pregame show. Minnesota and Washington, the Huskies' first venture into the barn as a Big Ten member. Danny Sprinkle, year one, the head coach. We'll get the Huskies scouting report from him. First of all, welcome to Minneapolis and welcome to the Big Ten.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's a fun arena. It's always fun seeing like these old arenas that have some character to them. And I actually played here my senior year in college, so it's kind of fun to be back.
Throwback Saturday morning. Now you guys got an old arena too that's kind of been renovated and renamed, and so it's a little bit like being at home, probably.
No question. I mean, we're probably two of the oldest arenas in the country, obviously in the Big Ten. But that's what makes it. That's what's fun about it. The charm, the character that they have, and you can feel kind of the old memories when you walk in here.
Tell me about your team here in year one.
Yeah, we're competing. We're playing hard. We haven't got over the hump. We played some really close games. I think 4 of our last 5 games, we've had a chance to win in the last 2 minutes, and so we have to kind of do some of the little things better. Taking care of the basketball and hoping a couple shots fall. Especially in the last 10 minutes of the game to kind of get over that hump.
You and the Gophers have played the 2 toughest schedules so far. Everybody's been in the top half. It doesn't get easier per se from here, but how do you approach that messaging for the team that you guys are right on the verge here?
Yeah, probably just like they are. And to be honest, they should have 4 or 5 wins. They should probably have two more wins. And we, like I said, it's kind of those little things, that kind of bit them too. So it's just 1 or 2 breakdowns a game that, this league is too good, and some of these teams at the top, all it takes is 1 or 2 of those mistakes and you're done. And so we have to just play a little bit smarter and more consistent for 40 minutes.
Ben Johnson was telling us on his coaches show this week that he would come out and hang out with you and some other coaches on the West Coast years ago, and you guys go back a few years.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of my closest friends in the business, and proud of him and what he's done here, and obviously the job that he's done. And so, yeah, he's a tremendous coach, tremendous guy. He's helped me a lot, just even getting integrated into the Big Ten, and yeah, we've known each other for probably 20-some years.
What do you see from his team, and what's a key for you guys today?
Yeah, I see toughness and discipline. They do a really, really good job taking care of the basketball. They always get a shot on the rim, and they know their roles. I think that's why they're really starting to play really well. They know who to get the ball to. They know who to make shots. End of the clock. And then defensively, they're just solid. They really rebound a basketball well, especially defensive rebounding. And so they make you beat them, and they're not going to beat themselves.
And for you guys, what do you have to do?
We have to take care of the basketball. That's kind of been our, it's kind of bit us in the butt a couple times in the last couple weeks. And so we have to do a really good job because, with the pace that Minnesota plays at, if you turn it over, it's just going to be a really long game.
Very good. Always great to see you. Welcome again to Minneapolis.
Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, the head coach of the Washington Huskies, Danny Sprinkle. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Minnesota Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Golden Gopher men's hockey returns to 3M Arena at Mariucci for their final regular season home games this weekend. Help cheer on the Gophers as they face off against Ohio State. Get your tickets at gophersports.com.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Everlight Solar is the premier home solar company in the Midwest and a proud sponsor of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
Welcome back to Williams Arena. Minnesota 11-10 taking on Washington 10-10. Time for the Big Ten report. This is one of 4 games today. Wisconsin's at Northwestern, Michigan State later today at USC, and Michigan at Rutgers. And this is batting leadoff. Just about ready to go here. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you. Let's go courtside. Jamie Verbrugge with a special presentation.
Josh Hansen, due to lymphocytic leukemia at the age of 18. Josh joined the Gopher basketball program in 2022 through the Team Impact organization. Josh loved fishing and sports with his goal to become an engineer. He was accepted into the College of Science and Engineering at the University of Minnesota. Our Gophers will remember their times with him in playing video games, fishing, or ping pong in the locker room, as well as attending the annual end-of-the-year softball game. He will be deeply missed. Please join us in a moment of silence as we remember our teammate, Josh Hansen. Thank you. As part of Black History Month, we ask those...
Josh Hansen, of course, was a member of Team Impact who spent a lot of time around the Gophers. We'll come back. We will have our starting lineups and the opening tip when we come back. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking for concert or sports tickets? As a local Minnesota company, Ticket King is a company you can trust. They have seats to fit every budget and even offer parking or tailgating passes, and all tickets are guaranteed. Each order is personally attended to by one of our dedicated customer service representatives who are committed to providing you with a courteous, professional, quick, convenient experience. Visit us at ticketkingonline.com or call us directly at 612-341-4131.
You can guarantee yourself a Minnesota Maroon and Gold win when you sell your business with Sunbelt Business Advisors. Sunbelt is a local alumni-owned company and proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics. Sunbelt provides business owner brokerage services to small businesses as well as mergers and acquisition services for companies up to $150 million in revenue. Are you thinking about selling? Sunbelt can help you make the most from your life's work. Visit sunbeltminnesota.com for a free confidential value range. Minnesota's largest seller of companies. sunbeltminnesota.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
How much can you save when you shop Cub? Let's just say you might need a bigger cart. We've lowered prices so you save more. On Essential every day, it's easy to see the savings. Across the aisles, from pantry products to frozen foods to delicious dairy and more. Your family will love it, guaranteed, or your money back. Shop Cub and save today. My Cub, my way. See store for details.
This has been the Minnesota Soybean Pregame Show on the Gophers Sports Network from Learfield. Now, turn it up. It's game time.
Wide open three in the air. In there, he got it. Lobs it up and a dunk by Fox. What a beautiful play.
Gopher Basketball is brought to you by Minnesota Lottery. Are you ready to play? I'm in. Minnesota Lottery. Now, here's the voice of the Gophers, Mike Grimm.
We're ready to go, Minnesota and Washington, and it's time for the starting lineups brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealer. Let's go to the voice of Williams Arena, Jamie Verbrugi, who is courtside.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the University of Minnesota and Williams Arena for today's Big Ten basketball matchup featuring the visiting Huskies of the University of Washington and your University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. Let's meet the starting lineups for today's matchup presented by Northland Ford. First for the visitors from Washington. At guard, number 0, Makai Mason. At guard, number 6, Tyree Iheanacho. At guard, number 8, Tyler Harris. At forward, number 1, Great Osabor. And at forward, number 32, Wilhelm Breidenbach. The Huskies are led by head coach Danny Sprinkle.
They're the starters for the Washington Huskies, 10-10 overall, 1-8 in the Big Ten, and they have lost 6 in a row. Their last win, though, came against Maryland back in January, and that was an impressive home win for them. They played some tough teams. You heard Ben Johnson in the pregame. If you missed it, we'll recap it. He said, look, this is a team that was like the Gophers maybe a couple weeks ago, right on the verge. They lost to UCLA only by 5, and they're feeling good. They got a week off and ready to go here in this morning game. Danny Sprinkle, year 1 in Seattle. He's 10-10 with the Huskies, 6 years as a Division I head coach. He's 119-60. The officials tonight, Brian Dorsey, Randy Richardson, and Jason Phillips. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Gopher Radio Network. Gophers are 11-10. Ben Johnson, the head coach, year 4, 52-64. They've won 3 of 4. And let's go back to Jamie, the starter, sponsored by your local Northland Ford dealer.
For your University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. At guard, a senior from San Jose, California, number 2, Mike Dave Thorson, Jason Kemp, Marcus Jenkins, Josh Adele, Spencer Cody, and Assistant Athletics Director for Basketball Operations, Ryan Livingston. Head coach of the University of Minnesota in its fourth season, Ben Johnson.
There they are, the starting lineups for this one. Minnesota and Washington. Lower Bowl is filling in nicely here for this Saturday late morning tip-off. The student section about half full for this early morning. The rest of the bowl well over half full, and some of those upper deck end zones which can create that extra noise which we saw last week against Oregon starting to fill in. So not a bad crowd again here for a Saturday.
Yeah, not a bad crowd at all, and they're going to need it, this early game. And like you talked about, this Husky team is hungry for a win, and they've played a tough schedule. So Gophers can't take them lightly. They have to come out early and, punch them right in the mouth.
Gophers back to their throwback golds with the maroon and white trim. Love the look as they've got the Minnesota arched across the chest, the Gophers down across the belly button, the number right in the middle, and it's gold with maroon and white. And as far as Washington, they come in with the road black jerseys with white and purple and gold trim. Breidenbach, the Nebraska transfer, will tip it off with Dawson Garcia, and we are ready for Golden Gopher basketball, and Garcia wins yet another tip. It'll be Oda Cali running the point as he has here in recent weeks. Gives to Fox out front, shooting at the student section end. The Gophers, as always, in this first half. Right in front of the Washington bench. Oda Cali to the go-to man, Garcia. Dawson, jab step. He goes to work, goes up with a shot, got it to go. Could have been an and one, but he gets the first pickle out of the jar, and Minnesota leads it 2-0. He's working on 6 straight 20-plus point nights.
Yeah, and that's what you like to see. Garcia going to the basket early was a great setup to get him down to the box.
Gophers double out front on Asabor, and Asabor goes in, hits the shot, and that is an and one, as the Gophers are all holding their hands up like, where was the foul? Foul is on Garcia. And Asabor, that is their best player, 15.5 points. He's a transfer from both Montana State and Utah State, played for Danny Sprinkle at both schools, and he is off to a great start this year. He's out of England, Bradford, England, and he gives them the lead with the free throw, 3-2, Huskies out front. Or less than a minute into the ball game. Here's Fox giving right side to Patterson. They double him. He dribbles out of it with a retreat step. Now to Dawson. Elevates a three from straight on. Yes, sir. Dawson Garcia's red hot. And it's 5-3 Minnesota. A minute into the game. Out front with the basketball. Here's Dawson Garcia's high school teammate had a shot blocked. That was Iannaccio. Rebound comes off to Minnesota. Finally, Oda Cali with a shot, and it rolls in from the heart of the paint. 7-3 Gophers. Good start just like a week ago.
Yeah, great defense right there. Great recovery by Fox. Patterson got beat, but he was able to meet the guy at the rim for the nice block.
Iannaccio's out of Prior Lake. He went to James Madison, then North Dakota, and now at Washington. High school teammate of Dawson Garcia. Here's a three from Asabor, no good. Rebound back tapped, saved in, and it stays in Washington possession. Out front, this is Iannaccio. Gives in, and a charging foul called on Asabor. Good job by Parker Fox, planting his feet, and he takes a charge.
Those are really two good defensive possessions right there by Fox. He was able to block the last possession and was able to draw the charge on Asabor.
Remember, last Saturday had the first double-double of his Gopher career, 13 and 12 in the win over Oregon. Then really was outsized a little bit at Michigan State and was scoreless on Tuesday on an off night for the Gophers. Here is Garcia. Gophers have scored on each possession so far. Now to Fox, left open, 19-footer. Good, all net. Just like a week ago, Minnesota's starting red hot, and they lead by 6, 9-3. They have scored on all 4 possessions. Here's a throwaway, turnover, or was it tip? No, it wasn't. It is a turnover, not only helping the Gophers, but also helping the community. Federated Mutual Insurance Company donates $50 every time the Gophers force a turnover. That money goes to Big Brothers, Big Sisters all season long at Federated. It's our business to protect yours. Subs coming in. Iannaccio comes out. He did not start the last game, but here in his hometown, he did start. He has started 19 of the 20 games, but did not start the last one. He'll check out. Oda Cali with it on the right wing. Gives off to Parker Fox. He wants to drive, runs in, and a charge called on Fox. So Breitenbach stepped in and took the charge. So Fox takes the charge on one end, then commits a charge on the other. And we have our first sub in. Fox will come out. Trey Edmonds comes in. First Gopher off the bench, brought to you by the Minnesota Lottery. Ready to get in the game? Just say I'm in. Trey Edmonds says he's in. Gophers with 2 fouls, one on Garcia, one on Fox. 9-3 lead for the Golden Gophers. On the wing, left side, Tyler Harris, who checked into the game, gets into the paint, bullies his way in with a shot that's good. Just physicaled his way right up through Patterson. 9-5, 4-point Minnesota lead, 3 minutes in. Edmonds with the ball, hands off to Patterson, got tripped a little but kept his footing, no travel call, and then steps through, and he stepped out of bounds. Or was that a foul call? Couldn't tell.
Yeah, and the Gopher guards are going to have to be strong with the ball right now. The Huskies are pressuring up on them, and they're denying Mike Mitchell really pressuring on Patterson, so they're going to have to be strong with that ball.
If they called, I think Washington, one of the players was standing out of bounds when he touched the ball, so when he tried to get the steal, so it'll stay Gopher possession. Pass down low. Edmonds behind the defense layup. Good. Good feed by Garcia, big to big, and Minnesota continues its hot streak. 11-5, they lead again by 6. Their freshman Diallo passing down low, intended for Keplong, got it, lost it, got it back, throws up a brick. The rebound is back tap, and it comes off of Edmonds right to his teammate Odekali, and now ahead to Patterson. Patterson to Mitchell on the right wing, out front Odekali. Gophers by 6, 4 minutes in. Trey Edmonds out front, one dribble and a handoff to Lakai Patterson. Working right, hesitates, backs his way toward the paint, 16-footer, in and out. Rebound comes off to Kepno. He is out of Cameroon, transfer from Oregon. Breitenbach gives right corner. Harris a 3 that's good. Tyler Harris has 5 in a row, and it cuts it to 3, 11-8. Gophers up front by 3. Next stoppage of play will be our first media timeout. Edmonds near that block M, and boy, Washington comes out to challenge. Little backdoor cut, tipped away. Turnover, poor pass. Pass comes ahead to Harris. He has a slam dunk. He has 7 straight, and he cuts it to 1, 11-10.
Yeah, you talked about Edmonds being out that block in. He's walking back and forth up and down the court and just so casual. And now the Huskies are starting to pick it up, and they're going to end up coming back. The Gophers have to play with a lot of energy and keep the pressure on the Huskies.
Here's Patterson out front. Odekali, he'll launch a 3 and hit it. He is 7-3 all year, and it stops the run, and it's 14-10. Gophers back up by 4. Big bucket there. 15 minutes to go in this opening half. Harris with the ball on the right side. Gives now for Kepnon. He's the guy that started the first 2 games. Ball is loose with 10. He got it back. Gives to Breitenbach. And now they'll reshuffle. Here's a 3 that's blocked from way out front. And now a 3 that's well after the shot clock. And we come to our first media timeout. Big bucket by Odekali, and that stops the string and extinguishes the run. Minnesota Soybean donates 1 5-gallon pail of soy foam to a Minnesota fire department. Minnesota soybean farmers are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing in soy foam to protect the environment and our first responders. Gophers by 4 from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go feel like a breeze in the new Ford Explorer. Make tough tasks look easy with the powerful performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Or take your adventures in the great outdoors to a whole new level with our built wild family of Ford Broncos. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait, get behind the wheel of a new Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Everlight Solar is the premier home solar company in the Midwest and a proud sponsor of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutotoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Golden Gopher men's hockey returns to 3M Arena at Mariucci for their final regular season home games this weekend. Help cheer on the Gophers as they face off against Ohio State. Get your tickets at gophersports.com. Health Fairview Pediatrics, comprehensive, compassionate care created just for kids because the most important people in your world are their whole world. Learn more at mhealthpeds.org. Mike Grimmett, Nolan back with you in the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. Gophers off to another hot start, 6 of 7 from the floor. They do have a couple of turnovers, but they lead the Washington Huskies by 4. Your assessment here of the first 4:25.
Yeah, well, I talked about it in pregame that the front court of Fox and Garcia were going to have to be, hot coming out, starting out early, and that's how they played. Although Fox got subbed out, him and Garcia played really well to get them this lead. However, in order to sustain it, they're going to have to keep that energy up. They're kind of starting to take their foot off the gas a little bit, and the Huskies are getting excited, and they do not want to give this team any confidence in this building.
Gophers, as they did a week ago, remember they scored at will early on Oregon and then really fended them off. They took the fight to the Ducks most of the night. Every time the Ducks had a response, they led it twice or 3 times in the second half for a total of 22 seconds. That was it. I was talking to Ben Johnson this week on his coach's show, and I don't know if this is the right way to look at it, but if you know basketball but didn't know either team last Saturday and you just came and watched, when that game was done, you just said, yeah, the better team won. Right. Even though Oregon was ranked 15th and the Gophers were 2 and 6 in the league, right? The way the Gophers took it to them.
And that's how they have to do the same thing with this Washington team.
Here is Garcia. He wants to drive on Breitenbach, lost his balance a little bit. Hook shot blocked. Crowd wanted goaltending, nothing called. They can't review it if it's not called. That's why oftentimes you see it called there, then they can review it. Here's a shot up, no. On the other end, Kepnong, and it'll be a foul call. Ben Johnson not happy at all. The officials on close plays have now been instructed to call goaltending because it's the only way you can. We're getting a replay here. I think he caught it at the peak. I don't think it was goaltending. Very close, but they've been kind of told to call it because the only way you can review it is if it is called. So you call it, and then you look at it, and if it's not, you take it off. But in this case, they didn't call it, and I think they probably got it right. Free throw is good by Kepnong. As we mentioned, he's an Oregon transfer. Boy, he's been injured a lot. He's only played 21 games in the last 3 years, including only his 4th game this year right now. He hits it, but he's a difference maker. 6'11", can defend. He hits them both, and the lead is cut to 2. Minnesota led it 11-5. They lead it now 14-12. Mike Mitchell comes off of a screen, bouncing to Garcia. Open 17-footer, no good. Weak side rebound comes off to Harris for Washington. Hit outlet to Diallo, the high school 4-star prep out of the Seattle area, out of Tacoma, actually. He was a big get for Danny Sprinkle. Here's a 3 from the left side that's good. Big bucket for DJ Davis, who did not start this one. And all of a sudden, Washington's out front, 15-14.
Yeah, right now on that defensive end, you don't hear the Gophers talking at all. Guards are getting hit with screens. Big men are being quiet. It's too quiet on the defense. They have to start talking to each other.
Awesome. Got into the paint, kicks out Mitchell. Open 3, right wing. No, online, but too strong. Diallo the rebound. Yasmu Mana Diallo into the paint. Floating shot. No. Rebound tip. Diallo the rebound. No. Rebound Edmonds, and he goes high for it and then cradles the ball. And now he will motor up into the offensive end, as Al mentioned, with a little more urgency than he has. He has it now in the paint, had it poked away, got it back, lost it again, turnover. Here's a pass coming ahead near the sideline. Ball deflected by Osima and stolen away by Osima. Good defense there as each team exchanging turnovers. Washington leading by 1. 7 combined turnovers for both teams so far. 12:35 and counting, first half. Osama gives to Patterson. He's trying to find Garcia. Instead, will drive in, and he lost the ball straight out of bounds. Turnover. Garcia was posting and open. I'm not sure why he didn't feed the big man, their best player.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. I think he was trying to call for a pick and roll right there, but like you said, Garcia has it going a little bit. You got to get it to him and relocate.
Back into the game, well, first time into the game, Frank Mitchell and Brennan Rigsby. Rigsby's the only player on this Gopher team that's faced Oregon. He faced him 3 times in his career, or faced Washington while at Oregon 3 times, and another Washington turnover. Good steal that time by Mitchell. That's Frank Mitchell. Gives ahead to Patterson. Left side, awesome, and into the corner, Garcia. He has been aggressive. Bounces down low to Frank Mitchell on the drive. Layup good. More big to big goodness, and it's 16-15. Minnesota up 1. We're under 12 minutes to go here first half. Danny Sprinkle said his team needed to take care of the ball. They have not done that so far. 5 turnovers. Osabor with it in the paint, lost it, got it back, and now lobs back out. With the basketball is Makai Mason. 3 to shoot. Has to force up a 27-footer, and he hit it. Wow. Defended as well as you could, and he threw up a desperation heave, and the Rice transfer buries it to give Washington a 2-point advantage. 18-16, 11-15 to play, and Osama had it stolen away. This will be a breakaway dunk for Osabor. He's got 4, make it 5, and it's the biggest lead of the night for Washington, 20-16. Under 11 to go here. Frank Mitchell, we're in the first, gives to Patterson. Patterson left-hand dribble, top of the key, gives to Rigsby. He'll launch a 3. It's no good. A rebound underneath goes to Osabor. He'll bring it up himself. He's a big that can play guard. He can post up. And the rumor is he's making a lot of NIL money at Washington. He's got the ball now, and it's a handoff. Here comes Diallo. Shot blocked by Garcia. Oh, and a foul called. A late whistle, and Garcia has committed his second foul with 10:28 to go in the half. That'll bring us to our media timeout. Gophers down 4. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Cheering on the Gophers has never been so easy. Shop the Cub Bakery for festive cakes, cookies, and cupcakes dressed up in Gopher gear. Pro tip, pre-order online at Cub.com, drop in your local Cub, or order directly on the phone and we'll have it ready for you. Cub, the official grocer of Gopher Athletics and the exclusive home of the Gopher Athletics Baked Treats.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
We all know the importance of nutrition and diet for a healthy lifestyle. We also know dairy foods provide great nutrition and value. That's reason enough why Gopher families choose Prairie Farms dairy products, like our whole milk yogurt and cottage cheese. They're rich and creamy, packed with protein, and great for snacking any time of day. Visit prairiefarms.com for recipes, coupons, and more information about our award-winning dairy products. Support Minnesota dairy farmers and choose to drink local with Prairie Farms.
Minnesota Gopher Premium Suites are your ticket to unforgettable game days.
Steps into the circle, he scores!
Enjoy exclusive amenities, prime views, and a private space to cheer on the maroon and gold with friends, family, or clients. Whether you're closing deals or making memories, a premium suite takes your Gopher game day experience to the next level. Elevates for a 3. Got it! Don't miss out. Suites are limited. Visit gophersports.com/premium. Elevate your game day experience.
Washington a 20-16 lead. They have gone on a bit of a run here. Minnesota led it 11-5, and it's been a 15-5 run since for the Huskies. And seems like once Parker Fox went out of the game, the energy left a little bit out on the floor for the Gophers.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And typically on teams, your engine starts with your guard play. And right now, Patterson and Mitchell and Osama, I'm not really liking their body language out there. I want to see them a little bit more excited, a little bit more hungry. We're back at home. You got a victory against Oregon. You lost to Michigan State on the road. You want to keep the ball rolling. This 1-6 Huskies team is going to be coming in here hungry, so they're going to have to pick it up definitely on the defensive end and then on the offensive end as well as getting that ball moving and also attacking that basket.
Big development with the second foul on Garcia. We saw the replay. Definitely a clean block on top. I see what the official saw, though, as Dawson kind of buried him as he was landing and kind of his body came down on him. So I get that. The developing part is now with 2 fouls, he goes to the bench. This was his normal sub time anyway, right around the 12-minute media marker. But how long can you afford down by 4 in what you might consider, a game you got to get? How long do you sit him?
Yeah, well, it depends on what this second unit is going to give you. Yeah, so if they give you some good minutes and maybe they're able to get the lead back and, play some good basketball, then you can sit them a little while. But I don't think coach will sit them too long. Maybe possibly bring them back in around the 6 to 8 minute mark.
On the floor right now, it's Osama, Rigsby, Caden Betts comes in for the first time, Odekale and Mitchell. So right now, Odekale, the lone starter. On the bench right now, Mitchell, Patterson, Fox, and Garcia. I don't know if we've seen this fivesome on the floor as a combo all year, have we?
Yeah, this is a different fivesome, and sometimes coach has to go to that to try to get that spark back and get that energy.
On the floor for Washington is the free throw by Diallo is good. He'll have a second. He's starting his 13th game of the year today. Started his last 7 now, and then had started 6 in a stretch earlier. Mason, Diallo, Breidenbach, DJ Davis, and Asabor in there. Both free throws good, and it's the largest lead of the night here. Each team is led by 6, and it's 6 right now for the Huskies. 10:25 to go in this opening half. Mitchell passes to Asamo, nearly lost the ball. Saves it, gets it into Rigsby. Now to Odekale. Swinging it out for Asama, juggling act, but he makes the catch on the right wing. Not much scoring pop on the floor right now. We'll see what happens here with 5 to shoot. And it's a turnover. Oh, and a bailout foul. They're going to call the Prior Lake product, Tyree Iannaccio, with a foul. And that'll reset the shot clock at 20. Thought it was a turnover there at first, but the Gophers will definitely take the foul there across the arm. It'll be an inbound for the Gophers. Foul was on, there's some debate now. Foul was on Asabor. That's his second. So both of the team's best players with 2 fouls, both on the bench. Inbound Odekale for the Gophers. 22-16. Here's a little good 2-man game. Mitchell into the paint. Yes! And a foul. He's got 4. That's Frank Mitchell. And you wondered where the offense was going to come. Well, Odekale did a great job as kind of looked like it was a pick and roll, and then it wasn't. He just took off to the hoop.
Yeah, I think, he slipped early. He knew they were going to jump out at him, so Mitchell slipped early, and he was able to find it with a nice lob pass, and Mitchell was able to finish at the basket.
Mitchell makes the free throw. He's got 5 early points. A big bucket there, and it's 22-19 on the three-point play, and it cuts the Huskies' lead 2-3. Iannaccio gives to Davis. Davis played against the Gophers for Butler in that NIT game last year and scored 13. He has it, now gives to Breidenbach. He's played the Gophers as a Nebraska Cornhusker. Now off to Iannaccio. Crosses over into the paint to the block, spins. Odekale rejects it. Now the shot clock down to 1, and the rebound shot no on a 3 attempt, and the rebound comes off to Betts. Ahead to Rigsby, and Minnesota will set it up. Rigsby gives out to Asama on the right wing. Waits for a screen from Mitchell. Not much there. That's Frank Mitchell. Mike Mitchell on the bench. Here's Odekale to the elbow. Back out to Rigsby. Gophers with 4 bench players on the floor. Frank Mitchell, one of them with it right now. 8 to shoot. Mitchell waiting, bouncing, finding Betts, layup. No, but he drew the foul. Make that Asama, and now are they going to count it? Was that a possible basket interference?
Yeah, the Washington player touched the basket when Asama was laying it up.
So let's see here. They're going to count it. Fouls on Makai Mason. And they're going to count the bucket by Asama. I said it was Betts. It was Asama. But they're going to review it. As we mentioned, if you call goaltending, you can review it. Planet Fitness sponsors our review. The officials are going to make a judgment, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. It's the judgment-free zone. Let's look here. The ball on the rim, or the ball getting to the rim. Yeah, the player actually grabbed the rim to shake it, and that is interference. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone.
Yeah, and the second unit is coming out and giving them that's some good offense right there. They're getting a lot of movement, a lot of handoffs, a lot of back cut, back doors. So that was a great job by Mitchell as well to find Asama on that backdoor cut.
Well, they're looking at this longer than I thought they would. He definitely grabbed the rim, which shook it. Now, the ball was not on the rim, but you can't let the rim shake while you're shooting, right? Because that could knock a basketball out. I think that's the way that rule is written. They're sure taking a long look at it.
Well, it looked like he grabbed the rim, and as he landed up, the rim popped back up and kind of hit the ball a little bit.
No question.
So I believe it's a goaltending, and I'm with you on that. I feel like it shouldn't take this long.
Well, they're looking at it a while. If it stands, and we think it should, the lead will be 1. We're waiting. The officials are saying it is a bucket. So Asama gets the bucket. Great feed on the assist. That assist was Frank Mitchell. The Bigs have been doing a job passing. 8 assists for the Gophers on 9 buckets. And now Asama can tie the game with a free throw here. Asama scored 8 at Michigan State, and he made the free throw. Bounced up twice. Soft touch. Back-to-back old-fashioned three-point plays. Gophers on a 6-0 run, and we're tied at 22. .840 to play in this opening half. DJ Davis with it left side. Rigsby trying to keep him in front. Gets into the paint, kick out right wing. Iheanacho back to Davis. Now to Breitenbach with 2 to shoot. Left-handed shot, no. Asama high for the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Gives on the top of the key for Frank Mitchell. This bench group doing it. Handoff back to Asama. Works into the paint. Floating 12-footer, no, but drew the foul. And back to the line goes the freshman from Cherry, Minnesota.
And that's what you want to see from the other guards, Patterson and Mitchell. Asama right now is putting pressure on the Huskies by getting himself to that basket, whether he's able to draw a foul or get a layup. And so when Mitchell and Patterson get back in the game, they have to understand, coming off either the handoff or the pick and roll, they have to get downhill and draw the defense. Either they get an open shot or they can draw the defense to get one of their teammates open, as Asama misses the first free throw.
They'll have a second. Couple of subs back in. Diallo back into the game. Iheanacho out, Davis out, and Harris back in. Harris is averaging 11.5. He had a 7-0 run personal in that first half. Second free throw good by Asama. He's got 4. Minnesota out front now on a 7-0 run. 23-22 Gophers. 8:05 to go. First half. Diallo into the paint. Poked away, but a whistle and a foul called on Rigsby. It was not on the shot. It was on the reach. Ben Johnson talking to the official. Watched the replay. Didn't like the call. Inbound man here will be Makai Mason. Lobs it in for Diallo, left corner. Driving on Odekali, spinning. Hook shot, good. That's why he was a 4-star recruit, the number 54 high school player in the country last year. And it's a 24-23 Husky lead. 7:50 to go. Next stoppage of play brings us to our next media timeout. Odekali will launch a 16-footer that's short. Rebound volleyballed around, and it comes off to Washington. Mike Mitchell set to check in for Minnesota. Next dead ball. Mason with it, right wing, working on Rigsby. Takes it right at him. Shot, no. Put back, good. Breitenbach. He's out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Started his career at Nebraska, and it's a 4-0 run, and it's a 26-23 Husky lead. We approach the 7-minute mark of this first half. Rigsby off a screen, straight on three, no. Staying ice cold, and a foul called. Or what do we have? Oh, a guy lost his shoe on the sideline, so they stopped play for that. That was Mason, lost his shoe, and that brings us to our official timeout. It'll be Washington ball. They lead it by 3. 7 minutes to go. First half from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
This season, Minnesota soybean farmers are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing soy checkoff dollars into Soy Foam, a bio-based fire suppressant made with soy flour and 0 PFAS chemicals or forever chemicals. We can't lose when farmers are protecting the environment and fire responders while also growing demand for soy. Learn how the soy checkoff protects Minnesotans' own court and scores buckets for the economy by visiting mnsoybean.org.
Playing the Minnesota Lottery is exciting, so here to tell you all about it is me. And to make it more exciting, I'll be using my movie trailer voice.
In a world where we all crave more play in our day, one woman's journey leads her to the convenience store. Coming this year, scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery. And you're gonna wanna play, because anything can happen when you say, I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Live from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball.
Hey, if you love taking your family to a Gopher game, how about getting 4 discounted tickets, 4 soft drinks, 4 mix and match popcorn and candy, and $5 off your next $50 purchase at Cub. Log on to gophersports.com/tickets for complete details of the Cub Family 4-pack, and we'll see you on campus soon. Gophers down 3 here, 26-23. Washington, after the Gophers went on a 7-0 run to take the lead and scored the last 4, they got a stop, and now we'll have the ball coming out of the timeout. So 7 to go here in this first half, and it's been a bit of a sloppy game. Each team with 5 turnovers, each team shooting the ball decently, and fairly entertaining ball game.
Yeah, it's one of those early morning games. However, right now, the Huskies, they're taking the Gophers right off the dribble and being physical with them. Diallo, he's going to the basket, putting his shoulder into their chest, and big guys are crashing the board. So the Gophers are going to have to really pick up their physicality and pick up their energy. And the second unit has done a good job of trying to create a spark. But those guys of Patterson, Garcia, Mitchell, the starters, they're going to have to be ready to come out here and really lay their hammer if they want to, move forward and get the win against these Huskies.
Mike Mitchell is back in. Rigsby comes out, so it's now 2 starters on the floor. Fox has not been on the floor since he committed that offensive foul. He hit a 19-footer, then drew a charge. We're thinking, boy, he's off to a great start. And then he went down and committed a charge, and he's not been back in. Garcia's on the bench with 2 fouls, and Patterson is getting a breather. Diallo into the offensive end, gives to Harris on the right wing, back to Diallo, posting up on Odekali. Back to the basket. Gives back to Harris on Osama. Floating shot good. He's up to 9 first half points. And the lead is 5. 28-23. 6:35 to play in this opening half. Patterson will check in now at the next dead ball. Washington's best player, Osabor, is also out with 2 fouls. Here's Mike Mitchell giving out to Betts. Right side, Osama. Gophers running a little weave out front. Osama picks up the dribble, reversing to Odekali with 5 to shoot. Femming into the paint, gives into the corner. Betts, corner 3, short. Rebound comes off to Washington, and that is Diallo. Diallo to Harris. He's had the hot hand. 3 in the air, good. He's up to 12 in the first half. And it's an 8-point Washington lead, 31-23. 9-0 run for the Huskies. Here's a shot up short, off the window, I should say. Rebound again, Diallo. Diallo 6'4" point guard, a freshman. Lobbing down low. Ball was bobbled, but still with it is Kempnong, and then he got it stripped away. Good job by Mike Mitchell. Here come the Gophers. Mitchell floats his way to the top of the key and now waits for everything, and will reshuffle. 20 to shoot. Gophers trying to get off the schneid here, down by 8. Osama off of a screen of Frank Mitchell, reverse layup, no, and a whistle and a foul, and the Washington bench jumping up with hands in the air. I don't think either side's real thrilled with what's happening, and Osama will go to the line for the 3rd time tonight.
Well, I like Osama's aggressiveness, and that's what the other Gopher guards, I don't know, maybe they just can't get to the basket, but he's continuing to create action for himself and for the team, and he's able to get to the foul line, or he's able to find his teammates, or he's able to make the defense shift. Mitchell and Patterson have to do the same thing. Right now, they're playing a little too lackadaisical as Osama knocks down the first free throw.
Isaac with 5 in this first half, and that stops the 9-0 run. Betts out, Mitchell out, Patterson and Fox back in, so Minnesota with 4 starters plus Osama. Garcia with those 2 fouls stays parked on the bench as Osama hit them both. 6 for Osama, 31-25. The lead is 6 for Washington. 5 minutes to go in this opening half. Diallo gives left side to Harris. He has had the hot hand and then some. Now to Diallo on the drive, off the window, no, put back good. Second chance point. And that is Osabor, who's back into the game with those 2 fouls. Back to an 8-point Washington lead, 38-25. 4:40 to play, first half. Patterson, right wing, between the leg dribble. He's working on the much taller Breidenbach. Down to the corner. Good job by Odekali. Feeds off to Fox. Shot blocked. No foul. And the rebound comes off to Osabor. Could have been Osabor's 3rd foul. It was a dunk attempt. Got blocked from behind. Osabor trying to back down Fox. Spinning up. Missed the shot. Parker Fox, 2nd foul.
Yeah, and even on that last miss, you talked about it, Patterson had both of the big men continue to switch off him. It's like, hey, man, you got to attack the basket or make something happen. You got Osabor guarding you. He's about, 6'8", 250 pounds? Like, blow by him and get to the basket and create something for your teammates or yourself.
Fox comes out with the 2 fouls. Edmonds back in. Osabor misses the first free throw. He's got 7 points, and he makes the second. And the lead is now 9, the largest of the night for either team. 34-25 Washington. Four of their last 5 field goals Washington has hit. Minnesota's missed its last 5 and have no field goals in the last almost 5 minutes. Everything's come from the line. Here's Mike Mitchell, top of the key. Triple team, so he feeds Osama, who drives into the paint. 12-footer, good. Boy, he is playing well. He's got 8. 34-27, the lead cut to 7. 3:50 to play first half. Next stoppage of play will be our media timeout. Mason gives to Diallo, right wing, working on Osama. Into the paint. in some trouble, kicks out Harris. Harris on the drive, floating shot is no good, put back no, and Edmonds the rebound for the Gophers. 3:20 to go first half, Minnesota trailing by 7 with the ball. Garcia came out hot, had the first 5 points, then picked up his second foul. Mike Mitchell is scoreless, he's got the ball right now. Works into the paint, floating shot, blocked. Harris got the block and the rebound. And I'll give to Diallo. Good aggression, though. You like the take, right?
Yeah, and he has to continue to do that. He has to continue to be ready to come off that pick and roll, looking to get down the hill. Right now, they're just coming off the pick and roll, just looking to make the next pass, opposed to looking to attack and be aggressive.
Harris or Diallo on the drive. He lost the ball in a turnover. He's pouting about it, and coming the other way is Patterson. Patterson, top of the key, working on Breitenbach. What a matchup. Now back to Mike Mitchell to Osama. Long three now by Patterson is there. Makai Patterson buries the three. Big bucket. Cuts it to 4. 34-30. Washington the lead. 2:32 to go. And we have a 30-second timeout. The use it or lose it timeout called by Washington. That will change to the full media timeout. We'll take the break. Gophers down 4 from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. See Home Club for details.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking for concert or sports tickets? As a local Minnesota company, Ticket King is a company you can trust. They have seats to fit every budget and even offer parking or tailgating passes, and all tickets are guaranteed. Each order is personally attended to by one of our dedicated customer service representatives who are committed to providing you with a courteous, professional, quick, convenient experience. Visit us at TicketKingOnline.com or call us directly at 612-341-4131.
I'm Clay Geary, walk-on turned scholarship wide receiver for Gopher football.
And I'm Ben Utek, U of M alumni, Super Bowl champion, and Tony Dungy Uncommon Award winner. We understand championship culture, which is why we're part of the True North family of companies.
True North invests in only elite teams, like the champion team at Sunbelt Business Advisors. With more brokers, buyers, and offers, Sunbelt gets owners more than the market average.
Learn more about this True North company at sunbeltminnesota.com.
Welcome back, Gopher basketball. Minnesota trailing by 4, 34-30. But Isaac Osama is having a good half here, 8 points, and he has been the one guy, Al, that you've been harping on these guards to be a little more aggressive to the basket, and he has done just that.
Yeah, he's definitely not afraid, and you know, obviously he has that freshman blood, so he's coming out excited and nervous in every game, which is, you know, benefiting him and forcing him to play hard. The other guys are just kind of coming out a little lackadaisical. Hey, we're here, it's 11 a.m., we've won, you know, 3 out of 4. That's the vibe I'm getting from him right now, instead of the sense of urgency, and he's doing a great job of really keeping his Gopher team in the game.
And remember, with Garcia on the bench with 2 fouls, that's kind of what you're trying to do, tread water here. I mean, of course, you'd love to go on a run, but if not, you don't want to get too far behind and hanging out here down 4, you're in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and, you know, they got an opportunity to try, you know, with a couple possessions down and to try to take this lead or at least go in tied. And then, you know, Garcia coming back out of the huddle, Coach Johnson going, you know, into the locker room and kind of giving them a pep talk. I know if guards were playing like this on our team, Coach, we'd have been a lot, man, listen, we'd have came out, different people coming out completely in the second half.
Edmonds, Mike Mitchell, Oda Kelly, Patterson, and Osama. Patterson hit the big 3 right before the timeout to cut it to 4. All net on an NBA range shot. Iheanacho back into the ball game. The Prior Lake product we've referenced a few times. Started the game today. Gives out front to DJ Davis. DJ Davis, the Butler transfer, also is at UC Irvine. Now they give it to their best player, Osabor, backing down Edmonds. Up with a shot, heart of the paint, missed it badly. Good defense here by Edmonds. And Osama hauls in the board for Minnesota. 2 even to play first half. Gophers down by 4 with the ball. Edmonds out front. Puts it on the floor, driving, and now hands off to Osama. Again, takes it in. A little Euro step, missed the shot, rebound, a foul called, or simply out of bounds, I beg your pardon. Off of Edmonds, it'll be Washington ball. Osama got caught maybe a little between steps on the drive, but still got a shot up to the rim. Here's Harris, who's had the hot hand, a 3 in the air, and he hit it again. He's got 3 threes and 15 first half points, and that answers the Patterson 3 and puts the lead back to 7. 90 seconds to play in the half. 1:20 now to play. Here's Patterson. Left of the arc, gives to Mike Mitchell. Mitchell still without a point. He will force up a 3 left side. It's no good. And the rebound to Harris, who's had a great first half for Washington. Give it ahead to Iheanacho, and now Danny Sprinkle calling the play. A 3 here would give Washington its first double-digit lead of the day. Harris, the hot hand, into the paint. Hop step into the corner. 3, Mason. Yes, 10-point lead. Timeout, Ben Johnson. Second 3 for Mason. And just like that, it's 40-30 Huskies. This will be a 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to talk about our great friends at Washburn-McCreevy Funeral Chapels and Cremation Services, family-owned and celebrating over 165 years of serving families in the Twin Cities, and a proud supporter of Gopher basketball. This is the website at washburnmccreevy.com. 51 seconds left. Use it or lose it, so nothing hurt with taking a timeout here.
Yeah, but on the defensive end right now, they're getting caught on pick and rolls, and even one that Odekale got caught on at the top. Edmonds is silent. If you're a big man, you have to say, hey, screen. When screens are happening, if your man is screen somebody, you have to call the screen. And right now, guys are getting back screen. They're just being silent. They're pointing. They're looking around. It's like no talking going on.
We'll invite you to stick around for halftime. Excited to have Dupree McBrayer in the house, former Golden Gopher player. He'll be our halftime interview. He was part of that 2019 NCAA tournament team. Also part of that 2017 NCAA tournament team. We'll ask him about some of his favorite memories and get an update on what he's up to. Of course, Ben Johnson was on that Richard Pitino staff for the first 3 years Dupree was here. Here's Patterson with 20 to shoot for Minnesota, down 10 now. Washington is on a 6-0 run. They trailed this game 11-5. It's been a 35-29 run since. And here is Odekale, had it just stripped away. Now they're fighting for it. It's still loose. And what do we got? A tie ball. Breidenbach poked it away. And then the ball stayed loose. Now they're going to discuss this. Did Breidenbach get a timeout? He was trying to call a timeout. They are going to stay at tie possession. Probably better for Washington. They don't want to burn. They've already used their use it or lose it. I doubt they want to use one of their second half timeouts, as they were going to get the ball either way. Rigsby back in for Minnesota. So they can hold for 1, up 10 here after the turnover. Gophers with 6 turnovers. And Mason, who just hit the 3 to give him the 10-point lead, walks it up. It's like a nice row of former Gophers. I can see Elliot Eliasson and Andre Hollins back there as well. Here is Davis in the corner. 3 from there. No. Rebound is to Patterson, and the horn sounds, and we are at the half. And it's Minnesota down by 10. Washington, trying to get their first win in 7 games, has a 40-30 lead. Gophers are 4-7 when trailing at halftime. Stay with us. The Western National Insurance halftime show is on the way. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, nice is a little word that does big things for everyone. Nice is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with Nice as our foundation. Experience the power of Nice for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
The human heart. It doesn't take days off, or hours, minutes, or seconds for that matter. It just keeps beating in steadfast, unrelenting service to each of us. So when your heart needs medical care, doesn't it deserve the most advanced treatments available, delivered by nationally recognized physicians and surgeons? Show your heart some love. Take it to mHealth Fairview. Visit mhealthfairview.org/heartcare to learn more.
This is Mike Grimm, voice of the Golden Gophers. As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
Gopher fans, looking to take the family to a Gopher game this season? Check out the Cub Family 4-Pack. Get 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, and 4 mix and match soft pretzels and candy. All that and $5 off a $50 purchase at your neighborhood Cub. Go to gophersports.com/tickets and click on the Family 4-Pack to learn more. That's gophersports.com/tickets.
Gopher Basketball is brought to you by Washburn McCreevy Funeral Chapels, proud supporter of Golden Gopher Basketball. Welcome to the Gopher Halftime Show, presented by Western National on the Gopher Sports Network from Learfield. For the home, auto, and business coverage that Minnesotans trust, turn to Western National Insurance.
Gophers trailing by 10 at the break, 40-30. Welcome back to Williams Arena. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you. Let's give you the first half scoring summary brought to you by mHealth Fairview Pediatrics. With over 60 locations across the Twin Cities, mHealth Fairview Pediatrics offers care that goes the extra mile without having to drive one. Learn more at mhealthfairviewpeds.org. All right, for the Gophers, Isaac Awesome, the freshman, leading the way with 8. Frank Mitchell with 5. Dawson Garcia with 5, but he sat most of the half. In fact, the second half of the first half with 2 fouls. And then 3 points for Patterson, 2 for Edmonds, 2 for Fox. Rigsby, Mike Mitchell, and Caden Betts played and did not score. 15 for Harris, leading the way for Washington. 8 for Osibor, 6 for Mason, 3 for Davis, 4 for Diallo, and 2 for Kepnong. Iannaccio played and did not score, and that's a tail of the tape, and the Gophers trail by 10. We got, I think this is some doctors and medical staff from mHealth Fairview playing a little pickup basketball out here as part of their support of Gopher basketball. Well, one of our favorite Gophers of our time here watching and observing, played with great flair. Dupree McBrayer joins us. He's back in Williams Arena. And Dupree, great to see you.
Great to hear from you guys.
Well, before we get into what you're up to nowadays and everything else, tell us your assessment of half number 1 here.
This is my first time really watching. I think we're going to pull this one out. You know what I'm saying? Ben Johnson's going to make some tweets at half. He's probably getting on them, and I expect to see Dawson a little bit more and him to get going.
No doubt about it. Well, before we also talk about some of your memories, tell us what you are up to nowadays. I know you've been playing some professional ball, so take us through your current situation.
Yep. It's been 6 years now. That's crazy. But currently still playing. I am welcoming a baby boy into the world, so right now I'm taking a year off.
Congrats.
He's expected next month, so after that I will go back and, do my thing.
Where did you play last year?
I played in the Czech Republic.
And how was that?
It was lovely. I love everywhere I go. All these countries have dope places, and you just learn so much about their culture, and it's everything.
As a young guy growing up in the Big Apple, did you ever dream that basketball would take you around the world the way it has?
Oh man, not at all. And it's really brought me all over. Like, I've been to Paris. I never thought that I would, being from Southside Jamaica, Queens, would be in Paris, honestly.
Yeah, I got a question. Are you in the same league with Usti Nalabin?
With who?
Usti?
Oh, yeah. We've played against Usti a lot.
Okay, yeah, I used to play for Usti over there. Let me tell me this. Can you tell people a little bit of like what it looks like to play basketball overseas? Because it's a little bit different.
It's a grind. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. Your family's not there. You get FOMO, or fear of missing out with your friends and things that you like to do. But at the end of the day, you're like, I got a job to do. This is what I love to do, and I'm getting paid for it. So I might as well go and give it my all and enjoy it, meet new people. And you build friendships. Like, some of my friends that I've met from overseas is some of my best friends.
Right.
And in terms of the travel and the crowds, I hear the crowds are pretty rowdy in certain stops.
Ooh, yeah, that is an atmosphere that you would want to be in.
Well, I want to ask you about some of your great memories. I have some good ones, but before I offer mine up, I want to hear what your favorite memories are playing in the maroon and gold.
I have so many. It'll be hard to narrow it down to a couple, but of course, senior night, I got the iconic picture standing up on this little part.
The video board?
Yeah, the video board.
That was amazing. That was Purdue, right?
Yeah, that was a good win against Purdue. Then I have when we beat Maryland when they was like 6th in the country. The first court storm that I was a part of.
I was thinking, too, how about that 2017 team? Then the year after that Maryland win, you finished top 4 in the Big Ten. And then 2019, you go to Des Moines and get a win over Louisville.
Oh, yeah. It was good to be able to go to the tournament twice. We should have been there 3 times, but it's an experience to be able to go there.
Well, good luck on the expecting fatherhood. That is awesome. You'll never have a better responsibility than being a father.
Have you picked a name yet?
I have not. Well, my girlfriend is picking the name since, she's like, I won't come up with good names.
Well, it's awesome. You're going to love it. And congratulations on all your success. And always great to catch up.
Thank you guys for having me. I love this place, and it's always good hearing from y'all.
Great to see you down back on the bench for sure. Dupree McBrayer, one of our favorites, he is here watching the Gophers play today against Washington. Halftime score 40-30. The Huskies lead it. Make that Western National Insurance brings you the halftime show. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Everlight Solar is the premier home solar company in the Midwest and a proud sponsor of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
You depend on CenterPoint Energy to deliver energy for what matters most to you, your neighbors, and throughout the land of 10,000 lakes, so we can all make a better tomorrow. That's why we're investing in the latest technology to reduce emissions, offer rebates on qualifying energy-efficient natural gas equipment, and provide energy-saving programs that help save you money. Look ahead at centerpointenergy.com/futuremn.
Golden Gopher men's hockey returns to 3M Arena at Mariucci for their final regular season home games this weekend. Help cheer on the Gophers as they face off against Ohio State. Get your tickets at gophersports.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Take a playcation to Mystic Lake. With 24/7 gaming, the good times never have to end. And you can satisfy your cravings at our restaurants and bars. Or relax in one of our luxurious hotel rooms. Those that play together, stay together. And don't forget to join Club M so you can spark new memories and bask in the rewards along the way. Follow the lights to Mystic Lake, where every day is play day.
Hey Gopher fans, Truestone Financial is proud to present Coming Home. This year we'll once again welcome some of the greatest Gopher student athletes back to campus. It's the homecoming we can all celebrate thanks to your neighborhood credit union, Truestone Financial. From unforgettable plays to championship victories, these alumni have left an indelible mark on Gopher athletics. To learn more, visit gophersports.com/cominghome. Truestone Financial, proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Minnesota. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back. Gopher Halftime rolls on, sponsored by Western National Insurance. Minnesota trailing Washington 40-30. Right now, let's give you 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Gopher Radio Network. (40-30), the halftime count. Jason Kemp, assistant coach, joins us courtside. Coach, what's the message here for the guys at the break?
Yeah, obviously their three-point shooting was a concern. They're 6 for 10. We can't let that, allow us to start thinking about running at shooters and leaving the paint open. But I think on offense, we just got to move the ball better.
Yeah, and Coach, I'm looking particularly at your guards. Osman's done a great job of bringing energy and, keeping the thing close. But Mitchell and Patterson, are you guys going to do something to get these guys going with some energy?
Yeah. The message is the ball's got to get to the other side of the floor, and then also playing after the play. Like let's play with that joy that we had against Oregon and Michigan, moving the ball, sharing the ball, and that's going to be key for us.
Yeah, how much too did the Garcia 2 fouls hurt?
Anytime a player of his caliber is out of the game, it impacts you. But we're not using that as an excuse. Number one for them was out. He's a big-time player, too.
And then last one for you on that, you mentioned the three-point shooting. They come in at 28% in Big Ten play. So what is that fine line between, you're going to let a 28% shooting team, like you say, run them off?
We got to do a better job getting a hand up late, but water always levels. So we got to make sure we keep that paint protected. That's where they're really good.
Yep, very good. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Jason Kemp with us, assistant coach here for the Golden Gophers at halftime. 40-30 is the score. That's our scoreboard update brought to you by Cub, the official grocer of Gopher Athletics. 3 other games in the Big Ten today. Wisconsin at Northwestern, Michigan at Rutgers, Michigan State at USC. Last night, Indiana and Purdue had a good one. Purdue held on to win with a big bucket late. They beat the Hoosiers in West Lafayette 81-76. Busy day on campus. After this one, across the street at Ritter Arena, number 3 Minnesota women's hockey hosting number 2 Ohio State. Next door at the Pavilion at 4, number 20 Minnesota women's gymnastics will host Washington. And then tonight across the street at Mariucci, 3M Arena, number 4 Minnesota men's hockey hosting number 17 Wisconsin. That at 5, so busy day. Second half coming up. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go feel like a breeze in the new Ford Explorer. Make tough tasks look easy with the powerful performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Or take your adventures in the great outdoors to a whole new level with our built wild family of Ford Broncos. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait, get behind the wheel of a new Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Now's the perfect time to partner with Gopher student athletes as influencer marketers. Imagine your company featured in social media content, live appearances, and even out-of-home advertising. From hosting B2B clients with clinics to creating marketing materials that connect to end consumers. Visit gophersports.com/NIL. That is gophersports.com/NIL to start your winning partnership and grow your brand with the power of Gopher Pride.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Gopher fans, the 15th annual Goldies Run presented by Abbott is happening on Sunday, April 6th at Huntington Bank Stadium. Each year for the past 14 years, participants have run, walked, and enjoyed the very best in springtime running in the Twin Cities, including a memorable finish on the 50-yard line of Huntington Bank Stadium. New this year, in addition to a 5K, a 10-mile, and a kids run, is a 10K run. Truly something for everyone. Go to goldiesrun.com for information and to register. This is the event people come back for every spring. Goldies Run presented by Abbott. See you at the start line.
Ready to go, half number 2. It was good to see both Garcia and Fox out there. Of course, they missed some of that first half with 2 fouls each. They'll start half number 2. Mike Mitchell, Odekali, and Lakai Patterson. It's Breidenbach, Harris, who had the hot hand, 3 threes in that first half, and 15 points. He can score. He had 15 against Oregon 2 games ago, 27 earlier this year against Alcorn State. Along with Diallo, Asabar, Iheanacho, and that's the group. Mason gets the start as well.
Yeah, I like what Coach Kim said, to play with joy. And Patterson and Mitchell and the guard, they're not really playing with a lot of joy. You see Fox plays with a lot of joy. That's how he plays. They give him a lot of freedom to play. But the guards need to have to allow the same freedom, and they have to play with that joy and excitement if the Gophers want to come back in this game.
Yeah, and Mike Mitchell is 0 for 4 today, 0 for 3 from 3. That puts him at 6 for his last 27. So I think the joy will come when he sees one go through the rim, right?
Yeah, it will come when you see one go through the rim, but it's also just a combination of, just the team and pumping each other up and having that freedom to play and just having fun with it. So he needs to figure out how to get back to having fun in the game.
Even smile sometime, maybe, right?
Exactly.
Here is Garcia. Right away, they get it to him. They send a double his way with Harris. And now to Odekali. Left side, Mike Mitchell. Good ball movement here early. Mitchell wants to drive. Instead, now gives to Fox. Ooh, a near throwaway. Good catch by Lakai. 10 to shoot now for Minnesota. Again, feeding down low. Double team was Garcia. He tried to get Fox, and it went through Parker's hands and a turnover. Good ball movement, but never got a shot up. Iheanacho running the point out front at the block M. Gophers down by 10. In danger here at home. And here's a steal by Odekali on the wing. He'll bring it in. Waits. Good job waiting and then getting the layup. Odekali with the first pickle out of the jar in the second half. And it's 40-32, and a good defensive play there by Femi. Crowd coming to life just a little bit here. Student section is mentioned about half full, and here is a lob down low through 3 guys and a good catch by Asabar, and then he got whacked across the hands. I believe Patterson, it is his first. It'll be Asabar at the line. Senior out of Bradford, England. We referenced him in the first half as he hits the first free throw. Started his career at Montana State with Danny Sprinkle. Was there those 2 years. Went with him to Utah State last year. Sprinkle was at Utah State just 1 year. He hit them both. And the lead is 10 again, 42-32. Sprinkle been a career assistant. He's 49 years old, played at Montana State, grew up. He was born in the state of Washington, so he's back in his home state, but he grew up in Montana and went to Montana State. Played and lost a game here in 98 against the Gophers, Clem Haskins' coach team. Here is Patterson. Got toward the paint, in some trouble, gives to Mitchell. Here's a 3 in the air. Good. Maybe that'll get Mike Mitchell going. He backpedals, looking good, and the Gophers have cut it to 7, 42-35. Big bucket.
Yeah, Kim talked about getting that ball moving right there. That was great offense. They got that ball moving. Patterson was able to get his man down to the block and draw the defense and find Mike Mitchell for open 3.
Asabar just backs down Fox. Boy, is he good. One of the top players in the league. He's up to 12 with a layup, and it's 44-35, the lead at 9. 18 to play. Odekali's got a bucket. He's got the ball. Parker needs some help, pivots, and gives to Mike Mitchell. Mitchell bounces into the corner to Patterson. Lakai working on Iheanacho. I'm sure they faced each other a time or two through the AAU battles and the club sports. They're the same age, and the ball gets poked away, and a foul called after Patterson had it swiped. He fell to the deck and committed the foul. He has got 2 now.
And although he turned that ball over, I like him being aggressive. That's what he needs to be aggressive at the onslaught and go to the basket. But he doesn't need so many dribbles. But he has to continue to be aggressive, even though he turned it over.
Iheanacho will bring it up again here for Washington. They lead by 9. A bucket here gives them their biggest lead, and then losing the ball out of bounds. And a turnover was Iheanacho on the drive. Patterson may have gotten a hand on it. Iheanacho was claiming that he last touched it, and now they got to reset the shot clock, apparently. Coach's first cancer day today. The coach is wearing white tennis shoes. We saw Tom Izzo wearing those on Tuesday, his tennis shoes. Ben Johnson had his shoes designed by a cancer patient. Pretty cool. Danny Sprinkles promoting a cancer organization in Seattle with his shoes. Here is Odekale, shot blocked, rebound, Fox underneath, and their putback layup is good. Second chance point opportunity there. Second chance for hunger presented by Affinity Plus. For each second chance point scored this season, Affinity Plus donates $25 to Second Harvest Heartland. 44-37, Washington the advantage. Gophers now trying to get a stop here, trailing by 7. Breitenbach down low, missed the layup, got his own rebound, and was fouled by Odekale. Washington has not been a great rebounding team this year, but they are getting it done against Minnesota. Rebounds, Al Nolan, 21-9 right now.
Yeah, they're really getting on the glass right now, and the front court has to be a little more physical, but I know Fox and Garcia both have 2 fouls, so they're kind of shying away from the contact, which is understandable with both of those fouls, but that's where the guards have to come in and also gang rebound and help out.
So it'll be a fresh 20 for the Huskies. Inbound for Osifor. He lost it, got it back, does not have a dribble, and gives instead out to Mason. Mason back out to Osibor. Between the leg dribble, fires right side. And Diallo lost his footing, and a steal by Odekale. Here come the Gophers. Mitchell now on a handoff. Takes it to the baseline. Cut off there, not Odekale. He drives against Breitenbach, and he got fouled by Breitenbach. And for Breitenbach, his first, and the first Washington foul. Slow to get up as Odekale. It's a hip check, and he hit the deck pretty hard. Frank Mitchell in, Parker Fox out for Minnesota. And Breitenbach is out. And let's see who goes into the game. It will be Kepnong. Frank Kepnong, he's out of Cameroon.
Yeah, Fox got hit with a nice screen, and that's what nobody's calling out the screens. I'm feeling sorry for the guys out there. They're letting each other get torn up on these screens.
Here's Patterson with a shot. No on the inbound, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. The foul is on Yazumanana Diallo. Patterson can make this a 5-point game. He's got 2 free throws here. Gophers would love to make it 4 wins in the last 5 games, but they've got work to do now. Patterson missed the first. Gophers are now 5 of 7 from the line. Osama was the only other Gopher who has taken a free throw. He was 4 for 5. Free throw good. Sorry, Frank Mitchell hit one earlier, missed that one. So Patterson 1 for 2. The lead is 6 for the Huskies, 44-38. 16-15 to play in the game. Osibor down low. Harris, another bucket right out of the heart of the paint. Portland transfer, just a sophomore, played last year in Portland, averaged 12 a game. In this age of new coaches in year 1, Danny Sprinkle, of course, sprinkled, no pun is intended, his roster with transfers. Here is Odekale into the paint, finds Frank Mitchell, now back to Odekale, goes up with a left hand, missed the shot, and a big rebound there by Osibor. 8-point lead, Washington the ball. Osibor on the wing left to the corner. Up over Mitchell, and he got fouled by Mitchell. That's Frank Mitchell, his first. And that brings us to our under 16-minute timeout. 2 shots coming for the Huskies. Osibor's a load. He's got 12 points now and 4 rebounds, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 when we come back. 15:37 to play. Washington leading by 8 from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Affinity Plus is once again showing their love to Gopher fans leading up to Valentine's Day this year. From February 1st through the 14th, you can register daily for your chance to win $3,000 worth of awesome prizes. Every day features a new prize up for grabs, including Gopher basketball and hockey tickets, concert tickets at the Fillmore, gift cards, and a lot more. Visit gophersports.com/Affinity Plus each day, February 1st through the 14th. That's your chance to win a new prize. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics, federally insured by NCUA.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Minnesota Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
15:37 to go here in half number 2. Washington a 46-38 advantage. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you. We're at the Federated Insurance broadcast booth here. Saturday afternoon hoops now. Started as Saturday morning hoops. Gophers jumped out to an 11-5 lead, and since that time, it's really been Washington in control of it. Al Nolan, what do the Gophers have to do here?
Well, they're going to have to continue to attack that basket. However, they're going to have to figure out a way to protect that paint down low. Right now, the Huskies are just dominating them in the paint, driving to the basket. If they, getting second shot opportunities. And so they're going to have to be a little more physical. You pointed it out that, they're 22 rebounds to our 9, which is atrocious for the Gophers right now against the Huskies. They don't have just a super huge team. And looking at them as well, they're not really playing that physical. I think the Gophers just being a little lackluster. So they're going to have to definitely pick up that energy. But with Frank Mitchell being in, hopefully that'll help out, take a little bit of space down low.
Garcia had 5 early points, got the 2 fouls at the 10-minute mark, had an early touch here in the half, but it's been a couple of possessions. They got to get him involved, and he's got to be what he does.
Yeah, they definitely do, but first they have to get some stops and maybe get out in transition so he can have a little bit more space as well to operate.
It'll be Asabor to shoot the free throw. How about his first name? Great Asabor.
Yeah,
I like it.
When I saw it, I was like, that's a nice name.
I mean, here's the deal, though. If your parents name you Great, that's a lot to live up to. Like, you can't be average.
I mean, just be yourself.
Well, that's true.
We're all great in our own right, Mike?
Right, you got it. That's a great attitude. You're 100% correct. I was probably a little aggressive with my take there. He had 1 at 2. It's 47-38. The lead for Washington is 9. Here's a good drive by Garcia. Finds Frank Mitchell. And a travel called on Frank Mitchell as he fell to the deck spinning. He thought he got contacted, and he may have, but it's a travel and another turnover for the Gophers, who are going to have to find a gear.
Yeah, and even like that possession, Garcia made a good pass to him, but Garcia started backing up to the three-point line as if Frank had just laid the ball in. It's like, dude, stand there and be ready for him to pass it back to you, go up for the second shot opportunity. So the Gophers are going to really have to lock in and get more opportunities and second and third chances.
Washington with the ball. Mason to the left elbow, 16-footer in and out, rebound tipped, and big Frank Mitchell comes away with it. And the Gophers trying to, let's get going here, right? 9-point deficit, 47-38. Here's Garcia. He had it poked away, goes to the deck, and it is out of bounds off of Asabor, who dove to try to save a good hustle by the Brit. DJ Davis coming in, the senior. Mike Mitchell on the inbound. Bouncing right side. This is Odekele. Wants the baseline against Harris. Good job by Harris to keep him in front. Now to Frank Mitchell. Back to Odekele. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Out to Garcia. Ball fake. Drives in. He didn't get it up. Oh, he got hit right in the face, though. That's too bad because the shot clock went off. And then he got hit on the face. If that been a second earlier, he would have drawn the foul. But because the shot was no good or it couldn't have counted, they don't call a foul. He took it right across the bridge of the nose there.
Yeah, he did, but they got to be aware of the shot clock.
Another turnover. Here is Asabor, a 3 from the corner, in and out. Rebound, back tapped, and a good job keeping it alive by Dawson. And it's Mike Mitchell bringing it up. Crowd getting a little antsy, and now another turnover. Asabor's been everywhere. He took it from the point guard, Mike Mitchell. Into the offensive end for Washington. 11 turnovers for Minnesota. They come in averaging in Big Ten play 10.9. Still almost 14 minutes to go. Harris against Odekele, bodies him up. Ball poked away here by Patterson. 10 to shoot, but it's taken by Davis now. Davis top of the key, right side. Diallo back out to Davis with 2. Launches a 3 that's way short. And Garcia the rebound on the air ball. You can hear the crowd now. They're trying to get their team into it. This is what they got to do. Here's Garcia. Dawson's dad on the sideline over there behind the bench trying to get the crowd going as well. And here's a little push foul. And that's DJ Davis on a drive. Not a shooting situation. Fresh 20. It'll be an inbound for Minnesota at their bench. Nine-point Husky lead. Odekele waves off Mitchell and takes it to the wing himself. Now to Garcia. Back to Odekele. Open 3. Hit one in the first half. Hit one in the second. He's in double figures with 10. 47-41. Maybe that'll get the Gophers going. They've cut it to 6. 7 minutes into the second, and now you can hear Gold Country. Diallo with it. Top of the key. Way out front. Doubled for a moment. Now the pass to Breitenbach. He'll launch a long 3. It's an air ball. Out of bounds. Oh, and they call a foul on Frank Mitchell, who didn't like it one bit. On an air ball rebound attempt.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
Crowd saw the replay. I think what got Frank in trouble, though, you can't kind of show that forearm like that. Even though there wasn't contact, I don't think there was. It just looked like there was, right? Here's a 3, no good. Gophers a rebound. Garcia into the offensive end. Yes! And a foul. And listen to Gold Country now. Oh, and a technical called on Frank Mitchell. After Garcia got the and one, Mitchell went and talked to somebody. And I believe Jason Phillips teed up Frank Mitchell. So the bucket's good by Garcia to make it 47-43. They cut it to 4. Garcia will have a free throw after the 2 free throws here by Davis on the tech. Davis, an 88% foul shooter, hits the first and will have another. Boy, those are free points. Frank's emotions got the best of him there.
Yeah, he definitely did, and that wasn't a timely technical. Garcia just got a nice and one. Big fella got to be able to control himself.
Crowd was going crazy, and the momentum was shifting. Davis hit them both. He's got 5 points. The lead back to 6. Garcia now will attempt the free throw on the and one. The other thing is for Mitchell, that technical gives him it counts as a personal. So he's now at 3.
Yeah, well, he might as well use all 5 of those today because they're going to need it.
Garcia to try to complete the 3-point play. And he does. Lead is 5. 47. Make it 49-44. Washington's one of its last 7, and the shot blocked by Mitchell, but the rebound bounces out. No reset of the shot clock. 15 to shoot. Washington's Diallo on the drive, up over Kelly, and he got it to go. Boy, they got the stop, but another offensive rebound. Diallo with a field goal in each half. He's got 6, counting a couple of free throws. Garcia against Breitenbach. Gives now to Kelly. Back to Dawson, top of the key. Bounces, or passes, I should say, to Kelly. Got nudge, nothing called there by Jason Phillips. Phillips, the official, down low, and here's Kelly, missed a little hook out of the heart of the lane, and another rebound. Rebounding now 25-14 Washington. Breitenbach out front, gives to Davis. 6-point lead. Oh, and here's Patterson, pick the pocket of Odafor. He drives in, up with a shot, no, and a foul call. Oh, a charge. Wow, they call a charge on Patterson. His 3rd. And it'll be Washington ball when we come back. Timeout on the floor. This is our under 12 timeout. 11:28 to go. Gophers trailing by 6, 51-44 from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Gopher fans, this is Mike Grimm. As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
Do you know how plastic bottles become shirts, shoes, or backpacks? What happens when your recyclables leave your curb? Can they really become something new? Visit WM.com to learn how WM helps turn your plastic bottles into everyday products, giving materials a second life. WM has the recycling infrastructure, innovation, and expertise to serve our Twin Cities community and care for our planet. The recycling process starts and ends with you. Visit WM.com to learn more.
Gopher fans, looking to take the family to a Gopher game this season? Check out the Cub Family 4-pack. Get 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, and 4 mix and match soft pretzels and candy. All that and $5 off a $50 purchase at your neighborhood Cub. Go to gophersports.com/tickets and click on the Family 4-pack to learn more. That's gophersports.com/tickets.
Live from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball.
Well, welcome back. Gophers trailing by 6, 51-44. Turnovers have been an issue for both teams. It's a relatively low-scoring game, but the teams have shot all right. Minnesota 50% and Washington 43%. But turnovers have been an issue, and Washington has hit 6 threes on 14 attempts, and they've been to the line a few more times than Minnesota, and that's the difference in the game right now.
Yeah, and also the Gophers' offense has gone stagnant. You know, they're playing a little 2-man game on the side, not moving that ball, not getting it back and forth like Coach Kim talked about side to side. So they're not getting the openings. And then, however, they are getting steals, but they're not able to convert in transition. Patterson just had a charge right there. A couple possessions ago, another guy got a steal, but they have to convert those points in transition off of the turnover if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, watching the replay, I think that was the right call. Davis it looked pretty well positioned on Lakai, didn't you think so?
It was. Yeah. So I would have liked to see him maybe, go in his bag a little bit, do a little Euro step or something and finish that bucket. It was a good steal by him, but however, like I said, you have to convert turnovers. You don't want to go back down and turn it right back over.
Yeah, and then to pick up the foul, and now he's got 3 as well. So turnover as a foul is really, a double whammy, so to speak. It is the group out there: Frank Mitchell, Dawson Garcia, Kelly, Mike Mitchell, and Lakai Patterson. Right now, Brian Dorsey, the lead official, is talking with Frank Mitchell, and you can see him motioning. It's exactly what we were talking about. He was motioning with that forearm shiver that you almost got to call it, even if there wasn't a lot of contact with it. So Frank will hopefully learn on that, on an air ball three to then forearm shiver a guy. That was a tough foul to take. Here is Breidenbach in the baseline right, quickly down low. Mitchell quickly in to get the steal, and it's poked away. It'll be Minnesota ball. Another turnover on Washington, and that was Frank Mitchell. He's done that twice now, where he's looped around to steal an entry pass.
Yeah, really good defense right there by Frank Mitchell. He's really brought, even though he's made some crucial errors, he's really brought a lot of energy right now in the second half to this team.
Yeah, you're right. Here is Mike Mitchell, a three that's short. Deep rebound, Garcia. He'll fire a three. It's short. And the rebound is tipped. Oh, it was tipped, was it not? Washington touched the ball, but nobody saw it. Yeah, everybody but the three officials. The rebound was tipped out of bounds by Washington, but they give it to the Huskies. Here's Diallo working left. Asabor with it. A handoff, and on the drive, Mason, a hesitation. Asabor had the shot blocked by Mitchell. Boy, Frank Mitchell is playing with some emotion. Here come the Gophers down 6. 10.5 minutes to go. Certainly plenty of time here. Gophers need to get some things going offensively. Keeping care of the ball would be important. Here is Garcia bouncing out to Mike Mitchell. Skip pass to Kelly. Trying a three. No. Rebound. Frank Mitchell rebound. He got fouled. And he's prancing around, getting the crowd going after he draws the foul. You're right. In one sense, you don't like the text and the different things, but we can't be up here asking for emotion, and then you got to live with some of it, right?
I'll live with it. That's why I said he's going to have to get all the personal fouls. Like, you'll live with it. Yep. He's going to have to. He's doing a great job of getting rebounds, getting his hands on balls. However, the rest of the team is going to have to pick it up now.
So he draws the foul, not a shooting situation. Inbound, Garcia. He hits the bucket. He's in double figures with 10, and the lead is now back to 5, 51-46. Even to play. Mason gives him the baseline. Diallo takes it toward the elbow, missed the shot. Patterson the rebound for the Gophers. Big possession here, midway point, second half. Kelly to Garcia. They give him the baseline. Oh, he dunked it, or tried to. He got fouled. Kepnong's talking. Why is that not a technical now? He's flexing his muscles at the Gopher bench. They gave Mitchell a tee. Randy Richardson's being questioned by Ben Johnson. Look, if you're going to give Mitchell the technical, how can a guy block a dunk, get called for the foul, turn to the Gopher bench, flex and talk, and not get called for a technical?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
100%. What are we doing? Jason Phillips. Is getting yelled at. Now Brian Dorsey getting yelled at by Ben Johnson. Garcia, meanwhile, hits the free throw. Jason Phillips reffing Big Ten games after being fired by the NBA. He was an NBA official. They let him go. So the Big Ten snatched him up. Garcia's second one is good. He's got 12, and the lead is 3. 51-48. As close as Minnesota's been in a while, and the barn is coming to life. Washington is one of its last 9. They are 3 of 12 in the second half. Mason out front to Diallo. 8 to shoot. And a moving screen called on the Huskies. That was on Kepnong. He has 4. He will come out. Breidenbach comes in, and Minnesota has a chance to tie with a 3.
Yeah, you can credit that one right there to the barn fans getting loud right there. They were able to cause that.
We approach the 9-minute mark in the ball game. Minnesota down 3. Frank Mitchell gives to Mike Mitchell, right wing. Now to Kelly out front, left side Patterson. Garcia scored a couple in a row. See if they can find him. Instead, it's Kelly in the right corner. Driving in, finds Dawson at the free throw line. He takes it up, right-handed shot, good. Boy, is he a shot maker. 1-point game, 51-50. Huskies by 1. 8:45 to go, timeout. Dogs. Danny Sprinkle talking to Breidenbach. He did not like the way he defended Garcia, but boy, is Dawson a shot maker. All of a sudden, he's up to 14 points, 9 here in the second half. We'll take a break. Gophers have cut it to 1, 51-50 Huskies, 8:44 to play. And from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Take a playcation to Mystic Lake. With 24/7 gaming, the good times never have to end. And you can satisfy your cravings at our restaurants and bars. Or relax in one of our luxurious hotel rooms. Those that play together, stay together. And don't forget to join Club M so you can spark new memories and bask in the rewards along the way. Follow the lights to Mystic Lake, where every day is play day.
Marston is a full-service building maintenance provider servicing Gopher Nation since 1952. Marston has job openings throughout the Twin Cities area. If you have a valid Minnesota driver's license and a reliable vehicle, reach out to Marston to learn more about part-time and full-time opportunities in your neighborhood. Marston offers benefits and training and is an equal opportunity employer. Join our ever-expanding team of building maintenance professionals by visiting careers.marston.com or call 651-641-1717.
This is Mike Grimm for Washburn-McCreevy. 5 generations proudly serving the Twin Cities with distinct funeral and cremation services for over 165 years. Everyone at Washburn-McCreevy wishes head coach Ben Johnson and the Golden Gophers good luck this basketball season. Family owned and family operated with 18 locations. Washburn-McCreevy and the Golden Gophers, proud of the tradition they've established.
Gophers have cut it to 1. They trailed by as many as 10 here in this second half. And they now trail by 1, 51-50. They played great defense. They forced 6 second-half turnovers, and Washington is shooting just 3 of 12. But they were down 10 at the break and then down 10 a couple of times early. Danny Sprinkle took the timeout, even with the approaching media timeout, as the Gophers are on a 6-0 run here. He'll have 2 timeouts left. Out of the timeout, the Gophers stay with that same fivesome: Odekali, Mike Mitchell, Frank Mitchell, Patterson, and Garcia. We have not seen Isaac Osama, who led the way in the first half with 8 points. Kind of kept him afloat without Garcia, but he has not played yet here in half number 2. Frank Mitchell's giving him good energy. Breidenbach out front on the inbound. Hands it off to Diallo. Garcia guarding him. Now back off for Asabor. Takes it in on Mitchell, who cut him off. Spinning, hooking, shot, no. Mitchell deflected, or I should say hindered the shot. Didn't get a hand on it, but hindered it. And it came up short, and he got the rebound. Good effort there by Frank Mitchell. Gophers can take the lead this trip. Mitchell and a foul called as Frank Mitchell was trying to go backdoor to Garcia, who then was interfered with by Breidenbach. And the foul called on Breidenbach. That's like a hockey foul there, where it's just simple interference, guys in the way. And that will be bonus time now for Garcia and a chance to give Minnesota the lead. Breidenbach out, Iheanacho in. So the Gophers going against a team who now really the biggest player out there is 6'8", Asabor. Free throw by Dawson, good. He's up to 15. We're tied at 51. He can give Minnesota its first lead since back at 16-15. And he does. Gophers up 1. 8:10 to go. Little token press for Minnesota. Diallo will bring it up. Student section. We've got some pool noodles down there. They're waving those, making some noise. Harris to Diallo out front. 10 to shoot. Diallo against Odekali. Spinning into the paint. Up with a shot. Yes. And a foul. Good take, right about a 7-footer. Diallo with 8, and that brings us to our under 8 timeout. 7:48 to play. Washington back out front by 1, and they'll have a free throw when we come back. Gopher fans, turn to the experts at CenterPoint Energy for high-efficiency natural gas equipment rebates for your home and business. See why using natural gas is better for the budget and the environment. For more info, go to centerpointenergy.com/Gopher rebates. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
The human heart. It doesn't take days off, or hours, minutes, or seconds for that matter. It just keeps beating in steadfast, unrelenting service to each of us. So when your heart needs medical care, doesn't it deserve the most advanced treatments available, delivered by nationally recognized physicians and surgeons? Show your heart some love. Take it to M Health Fairview. Visit mhealthfairview.org/heartcare to learn more.
He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Now's the perfect time to partner with Gopher student athletes as influencer marketers. Imagine your company featured in social media content, live appearances, and even out-of-home advertising. From hosting B2B clients with clinics to creating marketing materials that connect to end consumers. Visit gophersports.com/NIL. That is gophersports.com/NIL to start your winning partnership and grow your brand with the power of Gopher Pride.
Minnesota Soybean is proud to sponsor Gopher men's basketball. This season, soybean farmers from Minnesota are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing Soy checkoff dollars into Soy Foam, a bio-based fire suppressant with 0 forever chemicals. Minnesota cannot lose when farmers are protecting the environment and fire responders. Welcome back. Washington has reclaimed the lead. The Gophers just took the lead, 52-51, and then Washington's star freshman Diallo got a bucket out of the heart of the lane, drew a foul. They have a chance to make it a 2-point game, but the Gophers are right back in this thing. And now Al Nolan, with 7:48 to go, a couple of forces at play here. This Washington team has been close, right? A number of games and have not made winning plays. Minnesota has made some winning plays recently. So if you're Minnesota, you're hoping that you can make the winning plays and make Washington, who's had trouble winning, keep questioning itself.
Yeah, and they're going to have to continue to play stout defense and not allow this Washington team to get in the paint. And Frank Mitchell, you mentioned him earlier, he did a great job of playing great basketball where he blocked a couple shots, boxed him out. He can really control the paint. And so Odekali, Patterson, and Mitchell are going to have to stop their guards from getting into that paint. That's going to be the key down the stretch. And the Gophers are going to have to get out on the run and try to get some transition buckets.
Diallo to make it a 2-point game, and he does. He's a 72% foul shooter. He's up to 9 points, and it's 54-52 Huskies. Kai Patterson now running the point. He's got it left wing. Frank Mitchell slips the screen, not much there. Now to Odekali, 10 to shoot. Odekali finds Dawson on the wing left. 6 to shoot. Driving in, and he got fouled. He made the bucket, but Jason Phillips waves it off. It was on the floor, but he'll get 2. He'll get 1. It'll be 1-1. And he can tie the game. You know, Garcia had 5 at halftime. He had the 2 fouls and didn't play the last 10 minutes. And you were wondering, well, his 6-game streak of 20-plus points is likely going to end, but all of a sudden, here he is at 16 points with free throws coming. Oh, he short-armed it, and it's no good. So he missed the front end. Gophers down 2 will retreat to defense. They're being out-rebounded 27-19, but they've been better here in the second half. 11-7, they've out-rebounded Washington, and there's Harris. Harris hits his fourth three. He's the one guy on the team you had to watch. 44%, 57-52, just like that. The lead back to 5. Garcia answers. He's got a three from the left wing. He's up to 19, and the lead once again is 2.
Yeah, I'm glad he hit the three because he gave up the three on the other end. So like I said, the Gophers are going to have to play some defense and then continue to get that ball to Garcia, but it's going to start on that defensive end.
Diallo gives to Iheanacho. Now back to Diallo, waving off Iheanacho. Wants to go one-on-one on Femi. Femi keeps him in front, in some trouble. Now to Harris with 5. Stepping, throws it up. Oh, and a foul and a bucket. Wow. Oda Kelly got caught a little out of position. Harris leaned in. He's got 22 and a chance to complete a three-point play. Well, if Washington wins, there's no doubt Tyler Harris will be the player of the game.
Yeah, and when you keep a team close, they can hit shots like that because we can't really describe it on the radio, but what a fluke shot that was.
He had him at his hip, and he just kind of threw it up. I mean, free throw good. He's up to 23. And he's got 6 in a row, and it's 60-55. Gophers trailing by 5. 6:15 to go. Garcia on the wing left, had it poked away, out of bounds off of Washington. Another bucket for Garcia gives him his 7th straight 20-plus point night. More importantly, it'll help Minnesota's quest to rally here. Inbound for Frank Mitchell. Now to Mike Mitchell. Mitchell to the elbow. One-hand pass to Patterson. 10 to shoot. Patterson way out front now. Works it toward the paint on Iheanacho. Spinning in. Fadeaway left-hander. No. Rebound loose. Big Frank has it. He wants to bounce down low to Patterson. Layup no, but a foul. And Patterson will go to the line. Iheanacho commits the foul.
Can't say enough about Frank Mitchell getting to go for second shot opportunities. He's really down there working, going up against 3 different guys as they would still come up with the rebound.
He's now got 5 points and 5 boards. It'll be 2 shots either way. Now what do we got? We're going to review something here. This review is sponsored by Planet Fitness. The officials are going to make a judgment, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. The judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone.
They're passing up some prime opportunities, which is putting a little bit more pressure on Garcia to be the scorer by himself. So Mitchell, I know he's passed up a couple shots. He can get in that lane and shoot a floater, shoot that shot right there at the big. So they're going to have to really exploit that with the last 5 minutes in this game.
So they were reviewing whether the shot that Patterson took hit the rim. The shot clock reset as it was winding down. It would have been a violation if it didn't, and the shot did graze the rim, and so all is well. So Patterson to shoot 2, double bonus, and he missed it. So the Gophers have been pretty good at the line. They're 11 of 14, and now 11 of 15, 73%, but they've missed their last 2, and he makes that one. Patterson now with 5. The lead is 4, 60-56. 5:45 to go. Washington the lead. Iheanacho out front to Harris. He's been their go-to guy. Hops into the paint. Garcia wiped the shot away. Just deleted the shot with his left hand. Oda Kelly to Garcia running the floor. Layup, no, but he drew the foul.
And that was a good advanced pass by Oda Kelly. At first, when he got this, once he got it, I'm like, why are you stopping and walking the ball up the court? Coaches tell him to go, but he made a nice advanced pass to Garcia. But Gophers are going to have to attack this Washington team when they have opportunities in transition.
Boy, Garcia running there got rewarded, too, like you said, with that advanced pass. He can cut it to 2. This will be a 2-shot situation. First one is good. And there he is, Dawson now with 20 for a 7th straight game. And that's now 15 20-plus point nights for him this year. He has been a superstar. He hit them both. Cuts the lead to 2, 60-58. 5:25 to go. Washington 6 of 17 in the second half, and Minnesota trying to claw back in. Here is Diallo with a 16-footer that's good for a freshman. He has been very calm and cool, and it's 62-58 Huskies. Go to Cali Garcia. They clear out for Dawson. Back to the basket, 16 feet out. Bounces to Patterson. Open three, no. Rebound, Frank Mitchell. Spinning in the heart of the paint. Had it poked away and a foul. Iheanacho, I think. Nope, it's going to be on Asabor. That's his third. And double bonus now for Frank Mitchell, who is 1 for 1. But remember, made a big free throw down in Iowa City on the road, and he's hit one already today. Free throw, good. Mitchell up to 6 points. The lead is now 3. 4:56 to go. We are getting toward nitty-gritty time here. Mitchell's second one, no good. Rebound comes off to Washington's Asabor. 3-point game. Washington the lead. Gophers had one 1-point lead so far here in the second half. They led it early, 11-5. Here's Diallo against Garcia. Leans in off the window. No. Rebound Mitchell. Outlet Garcia now to Cali. Gives to Patterson out front. Now to Mike Mitchell left. Gets a screen from Frank Mitchell. Working to the baseline. Right to the rim. Layup. Good. Mike Mitchell. 1-point game. 62-61 Dogs. 4:15 to go. Barnyard back in it here at the barn. Diallo bouncing out front for Asabor. Left-hand dribble. Hands off for Mason on the drive. Split a couple of Gophers and got a layup. Tough off-balance shot. And it's back to a 3-point lead. 64-61 Washington. 3:50 to go. Minnesota with 3 timeouts. Washington with 2. Arrow favors the Huskies. Here's Mitchell. Firing out to Cali. Now to Patterson. Driving in. Kick out Mitchell. Garcia driving. Takes it right in. Layup good. Dawson Garcia. He's up to 23. The lead again 1. 64-63. 3:25 to go. Minnesota needs a stop. Down by 1. Harris to Davis. Now out for Asabor. Back to Davis to Asabor. Takes it in. 12-footer. No. Mitchell the rebound. Frank Mitchell another board. He has been a dominant force underneath. And the Gophers are now out-rebounding. There's Ben Johnson taking a timeout. Gophers are out-rebounding Washington in half number 2, 16-8, after they were thoroughly out-rebounded in half number 1.
That's all Frank Mitchell.
Boy, oh boy, he's had a big second half. We will take the timeout. It's a full. Gophers down 1. They'll have the ball. 2:59 to play at the barn. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
How much can you save when you shop Cub? Let's just say you might need a bigger cart. We've lowered prices so you save more. On Essential every day, it's easy to see the savings. Across the aisles, from pantry products to frozen foods to delicious dairy and more. Your family will love it, guaranteed, or your money back. Shop Cub and save today. My Cub, my way. See store for details.
The University of Minnesota teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of Minnesota Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team, the Golden Gophers Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Gophers.
Prairie Farms Dairy is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics and both the men's and women's Student Athletes of the Month. Locally owned by Midwest farm families, Prairie Farms is committed to quality and freshness that ensures the milk and dairy products served at your family's table are the very best. Visit prairiefarms.com for recipes and coupons and enter for a chance to win dairy prize packages. Support local dairy farmers and remember to drink local with Prairie Farms.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, turn to the SiriusXM Big Ten radio channel 372 in the car or on the all-new app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and your favorite conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. If you're listening on SiriusXM, we thank you for coming on board. If you're on the iHeart app, the Varsity Network app, any of our Gopher affiliates, including our flagship here in the Twin Cities, KFAN, we appreciate you listening today. Thanks for hanging with me on my sore throat day. Throat's actually not sore. I feel pretty darn good. The voice just isn't there, but hopefully we're painting enough of a picture. And right now the picture is the Gophers are down 1 and hoping to take the lead with a possession here.
Yeah, they're going to have to get stops on defense, moving forward in this game. That's really going to be key. However, but on the offensive end as well, they're going to have to continue to get that ball moving. They've been able to get Garcia getting to the basket. Mitchell's been able to get to the basket. If they continue to move that ball, they're able to create driving lanes and open three-pointers. But when they get stagnant, that's when it becomes tough and easy for the Huskies to guard them.
Garcia up to 23 points, 18 in the second half. Let's give you 10 seconds for station identification all across the great state of Minnesota, the entire upper Midwest. This is the Gopher Radio Network. Gophers with 15 to shoot on the inbound. Odekali on the left wing, waiting for a Mitchell screen, and now gives to Garcia with 10. He's at the elbow right, jab step, and he got bumped, and that foul's on Asabor. And Dawson can give Minnesota the lead with a couple of throws here. 4 on Asabor. Garcia, 7 of 8 at the line, 7 of 10 from the floor. His shot making has been unbelievable through this stretch as he hits the free throw to tie it.
Yeah, and I saw a stat that earlier in this half, at one point, he had 14 consecutive points for the Gophers.
He is someone we should really be savoring to watch as his career winds down. Just 10 regular season games left because he has been putting on a show. Missed that one, so it's a tie ball game. 64-64, 2:35 to play. Diallo into the offensive end, gives to Mason, top of the key, wearing blue shoes, working on Mike Mitchell. Back to Diallo with 12 to shoot. 2:23 to play. Tie ball game at 64. Here's Harris with 4 to shoot. Now with 3 to Diallo with 2. Elevates a 20-footer, rims out. Rebound, no. Tipped again and a foul somehow down low. Asabor tripped. And they're going to say Mitchell took him down, his 4th. Well, you can hear the reaction of the crowd. They did not think there was much contact there from Frank Mitchell, and there really wasn't. Free throw no good, though. He'll have another.
What we call that? Ball doesn't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Yeah, ball don't lie. There we go.
Breitenbach comes out, and in is Kepnon. One more here for Asabor, and he does make that one. He's up to 14. 1 point Husky lead. 2:10 to go. Each team with 2 timeouts. Ben Johnson wants him to spread the floor here. Big Frank out front gives to Odekali, now to Patterson. They set a screen for Dawson, who has it in the right corner. They send a double his way, and he got knocked down. Oh, no foul there. Wow. Ball just goes out of bounds. Jason Phillips has had a rough day.
And the Gophers have to understand, as soon as Garcia's getting it, they're doubling him now, so the guys have to be ready, open, and available, cutting to the basket.
I mean, not to call a foul here is criminal. I mean, that he just pushed him out of bounds.
Right.
Jason Phillips got fired by the NBA, and somehow the Big Ten wants him to ref games, and he's marred this one today. Here's a drive. Diallo up. No. Put back, yes, by Osibor, who should have just fouled out, and it's a 3-point lead. 67-64. 1:30 to play. Bounces to Garcia. He lost it again, and a turnover. Whoa. That was no foul there. That was definitely just a straight turnover. And now with 1:10 to go, Minnesota down 3. Do they want to foul here? Danny Sprinkle will call a timeout, the head coach of the Huskies. 21 to shoot, 1:09 to play. And now Ben Johnson can talk some defensive strategy here with his team.
Yeah, they got to figure out how to get that pass in better right there. It was a tough pass for Garcia to grab. Bounce pass at the top of the key. I know Coach always told us, no bounce pass out there on the perimeter.
Right.
Two-hand chest pass every time.
Well, that was a tough one early with Garcia going into a double team, and then Osibor just chested him straight out of bounds, and then the ball trickled out. And then Osibor, who would have been fouled out on that play, comes down and gets the tip in on the miss. Second chance points, 9-6. Washington leading, and now the Gophers are in a world of hurt here, down 3, needing a stop. Gophers need a stop here. Breitenbach in. Mitchell, I believe, Frank Mitchell's the only sub that's played here in the second half. Osima has not played. Rigsby's not played. Edmonds, I don't believe, has played in this second. 10 to shoot. Under a minute to go. Osibor with it on the left wing against Frank Mitchell. Backing Big Frank down. Spins once, twice. Left-handed hook, air ball. Rebound, Odekali. Gophers down 3. No timeout here. Minnesota wants to get into its offense. Here's Garcia near the elbow left. Takes it right in. Lost the ball. Up. He got knocked down. And it'll be Minnesota ball. That'll be reviewed. No foul called in the play. Ben Johnson asking Richardson, the official, how no foul. He did look like he lost the ball on his own, maybe.
Yeah, and he looks a little bit fatigued. You know, he's really been putting up buckets, and he hasn't played this whole half, so he looks a little tired out there. But, however, that's no excuse. You got to finish the game out. You're out there.
Play under review, sponsored by Planet Fitness. The official's going to make a judgment, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. It's the judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone. I think this is going to be Washington ball. He definitely got nudged a little bit.
He got fouled right there.
Yeah, a little bit of a nudge at the elbow. The elbow of the lane, not his elbow. And then as he got to his hip, he tried to gather the ball and just couldn't. So it's for sure off of him. Now in the NBA, the new rule, thanks to the Wolves and Mavs last year, this could have been reviewed and a foul added. Although I don't know if it would have because it wasn't on the gather. They are taking a long look at it, though.
But this is down, close to the game where it's like Patterson got to give me something. I mean, he got to go get the ball. Garcia done brought it. He got 24. He had 14 in a row early on. Guards got the ball and Mitchell done laid up. Odekali Patterson got to give me something. He can't just be out here hiding out and not giving us any production. And he has to be aggressive. We need him to score. We need him to come up big. And this was a possession I could have felt, hey, you got the ball in your hands, come up and pick and roll, knock down the 3. But you got to be aggressive and be ready for the moment. Can't shy away from it.
So it stays Washington ball. And the Gophers will have to foul here. They're down 3. There's about a 5.8 second difference, 35.8. I don't think down 3 you can risk them running all 30 seconds off this shot clock. Because then if they make it with 5 seconds, you would be down double possessions. So we'll see how soon they want to foul here. Kelly is defending Diallo. He's in some trouble. They give it back to Harris, and now they may be in trouble in a timeout just in time. Sprinkle called it from the bench with 21 on the shot clock, meaning they had 1 second, and they had at least 20, maybe 30 feet to get it across half court. They would never have been able to do it. This is one of the rules. Now, if that ball had just been poked out of bounds, the 10-second clock stays. The count stays, but because it's a timeout, it resets. So we'll have a fresh 10 to inbound in the backcourt. 27.4. Gophers still in a one-possession game, assuming they can get a stop. They'd love to get a steal, but at some point they'll have to foul here.
Yeah, you're right. And so they could try to go for a steal early on, but be ready to foul right away.
Washington is out of timeouts. They do have the possession arrow. Minnesota has 2 timeouts left, trailing by 3, 67-64. Gophers led at 52-51, their only lead of the second half. They tied it at 64. Had a chance to take the lead, but Garcia missed the second free throw of a 2-shot attempt. And now Washington staying in the huddle a while here. Finally, the officials say, let's hustle it up here. Gophers manning up here. Harris will be the inbound man right down in front of us. Right at the barn logo on the sideline across from the Gopher bench. Harris gives it in for Davis. He's double teamed, throws it. And a turnover on Washington. Ball tipped out of bounds. That will be reviewed. Let's see. They're going to review it. Jason Phillips, I thought, blew the whistle early here. This could come back to bite the Gophers. I didn't like it live. It was going to be out of bounds. And a potential foul on Washington. So they're going to review it. Brought to you by Planet Fitness. Isaac Osman back in. So they throw it in. Oh, yeah, his foot, he says his foot landed before he got rid of it. It's awfully close.
Yeah, it is close.
I don't think it's enough to overturn. I think that's going to be Minnesota ball. It looks like the tippy toe is down at about the time the ball leaves the fingertip. I mean, that couldn't be any closer. That's a nanosecond. Is that enough to overturn? And then if it's overturned, what's the rule? Who's it off of? Is it a do-over? Because the whistle blew.
Either way, I feel like it has to be Gophers ball, whatever they come up with. So we came up with the steal.
The ball ended up out of bounds. That's why it's a tricky rule or a tricky call here, because if they say he got rid of it, the ball then eventually went out of bounds, I think, off of Minnesota.
Right.
Which would be a bummer if that's how they would rule it. So a long look at it here. Good news is the call was in Minnesota's favor, and it's going to stay Minnesota ball, it looks like. If I'm reading the tea leaves right down there, it looked like he signaled. And they're also looking at the clock. So the clock's right. It'll be Gopher ball. What a job there on the double team to force Davis jump back out of bounds to try to gain some ground, and landed just on his tippy toe before the ball released out of the hand. Boy, this has been a foul fest and a lot of turnovers. We're over 2 hours and 10 minutes now into this game. Almost 2 hours and 10 minutes into this game. So the Gophers down 3. Don't need a 3, but if you got an open one, I'd take it.
Yeah, and they done subbed Osama in for Frank Mitchell to give a little more spacing, probably try to get Garcia the ball.
Bounce in for Odekale. He's got a couple of threes today. Mitchell has a 3. Patterson has a 3. Here's Mike Mitchell. Back to Odekale. Dawson now. He wants to take it in toward the paint. Backing his way in. Up with a layup. Good. 1-point game. Ben Johnson takes the timeout. I think Dawson thought he maybe drew an and one, but they swallowed the whistle. And it's 67-66. Gophers trailing by 1. 12.3 seconds left. Gophers will have 1 timeout. This is a 30. They've got 1 left. You know, you go back to Washington's inbound before where the guy was double-teamed. We've talked about it. Tubby Smith used to tell you guys this. I remember it's the first time I had heard the thought. It's a genius thought, I think. When you have the possession arrow and no timeouts, you're trapped like that. Just get tied up.
Right.
Don't jump out of bounds and try to make a terrible pass and then land before you throw it. You'd have been better off just tie me up, Dawson, and then you get another crack at it. I'm sure Danny Sprinkle is telling I would assume his team that, hey, that's an option here with no timeouts. Now, they can run the backcourt. It's an easier inbound angle here than they had earlier. But the Gophers have positioned themselves to try to pull off some heroics. 2 home games ago, it was overtime. Garcia with a 40-footer. Last home game, it was a little more settled. The Gophers just got it done with Garcia scoring 31. Let's see what happens now.
Yeah, they better not get beat long.
Davis to inbound. Bounces into Diallo. And now with 10 seconds, a foul on Odekale. He came over and collided with Davis, who's their best free throw shooter at 88%. But Davis took one to the face there as the collision was face to shoulder. He is also kind of favoring his left leg. Even if he makes them both here, the Gophers would be down 3 with 9.7 seconds to go. And then Washington would have to decide what it wants to do, foul up 3 or see if the Gophers can, for their sake, miss, for Minnesota's sake, make. But first things first, all depends on DJ Davis. Washington with no timeouts. Davis will shoot double bonus here. First one is good. 2-point game, 68-66. And this one will then determine the strategy moving forward. Gophers do have a timeout. Davis to try to make it a 3-point game. And he does. 3-point game, and Johnson will take the final timeout. So it's 69-66. Gophers down 3. If I was reading the sign language from Sprinkle to Diallo, the freshman, as the shot was going up, he was saying if he makes it, he's up 3, which I was assuming means they put whatever their code word is in place to commit a foul here.
Yeah.
Iheanacho comes in. Then the question is, for Minnesota, as a guy approaches you, do you try to get a shot off to try to draw a foul and potentially get 3 free throws, or make it and get an extra one, which would be something? Again, the timeout here, unlike the NBA and unlike women's basketball, does not advance the ball to half court. So Minnesota will inbound in the backcourt. We got a little M&N playing here.
What you know about Eminem?
I like it, man.
Yeah. Name me 2 songs.
Well, you got the Real Slim Shady.
Okay.
And you got this one. What's this one called?
You know what? I've
I know I vomited on my sweater already. My mom's spaghetti.
Hey, we don't need no vomit from you right now. You know what I'm saying? You got the throat.
Not. And my mom's spaghetti would never make me vomit.
There you go. There you go. Shout out to Mom.
In Your Moment? What is this song? I love this tune, though.
Man, yeah, I forget. I'm drawing a blank. Lose Yourself. That's what
Lose Yourself. There you go. You got it. Jared Wells gives us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Our local musician here. All right, so the Gophers to inbound in the backcourt, and the inbound goes to Garcia. And he is immediately fouled. A couple of seconds tick off. And he'll get 2 free throws. 7.2 seconds to go. And it's probably too early to miss on purpose here. I think you want to make both these, don't you?
Yeah, you want to try and make both of them and then try to get a steal and get a foul. I feel like the Huskies actually fouled a little too early in my mind there.
100%. Couldn't agree more. You want to get that closer to half court, get it down to 3 or 4 seconds. Dawson's first free throw. Oh, no good. Now you got to think about
missing on purpose.
Dawson at 26 points, but he's missed his last 2 free throws. He's 8 for 11. But he started 8 for 9, and those are both 2 big misses. Frank Mitchell back in for rebounding purposes here. And let's see if they want to try to miss on purpose. Reason being is you try to analyze it out. Even if you make it, then if you foul and they make both, it's over. Let's see what they do here. Dawson's free throw is short. Rebound bounces out, and it's a foul called. Boy, why didn't Dawson go get the rebound?
Patterson could have got the rebound. He's standing right there. That's the thing about the guards being ready. The ball bounced all the way back out. You got to be ready. They're standing around right now, so it's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah, I thought even the shooter, Dawson, I'm assuming that was so short. I'm assuming that he was missing on purpose. That was the play call. And it hit the rim and then straight to the floor. No one rebounded it and bounced out kind of to the right elbow area.
It did.
It was almost as if the Gophers were assuming he was going to get another free throw or something.
Right.
We'll watch the replay here. It was really weird. Like Dawson yeah, you're right. Dawson was definitely blocked out. He had no chance now of seeing that angle, but Patterson certainly did. Free throw good, and that should do it. He made them both. That's Mason who got fouled. Tough one here at the barn. 6 seconds to go. Garcia will bring it up down by 5, and he will just go slam it down in frustration to make it 71-68. 2 seconds left. You never know. Get a steal here, and they get it in, and the ball is loose. Oh, the horn sounds as the Gophers tried to get it. And Washington snaps a 6-game losing streak and comes into Williams Arena and wins it 71-68 in a disappointing outcome for the home team. The post-game show is coming up. Washington 71 and Minnesota 68. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher Basketball.